Okay. Good afternoon to you wherever you are. We are live on Adinkra TV, Adinkra Radio. Wahine bani di ane papati asiampa. Finally, the NPP, the New Patriotic Party, is deciding. Obi beti mi akase wo mo decided. But as of now, we still haven't received a true report from the Electoral Commission of Ghana. Akasa na hwe abato no so pa. Ewo Ghana ma NPP. Me ba cho share video we ne ye ba be mount the executive report. Ne amount bibia kama. Wani so ade hunu no. Onsusu ye no. Sani a wodwen ye no. Abemu ana ambem. Na obi be kan se. Big Apple, baby, I'll be having a job. My biggest boss, Isaac Obe. Boss, you may job. Yes, Adinkra Heroes Surprise Act of the Year. I brand to be a wabwa, and I will be a wabwa Ghana for pa, but I be all the want to tell. Share the records, I yeah, they don't want to tell. And some will go to no friend nippers are not in who see. For busy me and me interview into Mr. next week Sunday. What that's Mr. Man disappointed next week Sunday. Open wedding cry. A bus pause I would impan. About politics or yeah, dear pa. Entertainment cried and I was safe. And so pa has said, Bones would be in the everyone yet. Elizabeth, oh, my biggest beautiful sister in UK. Elizabeth Gazy made church of me that's and then make it fire no me banish because say Johnny be show bia NPP decided there the nyansi there but almost decision no say we have projected votes na abanwa so far Dr. Bawumia is leading the Vice President of Ghana. Just share the video, share the link right now. And that's call about 50. I ain't starting commono. Now lucky enough, and may war me anka Saminia Bema Lati. Fia Abrante, or no, as a man's boy. Ninin in the age, Uncle Samasha. It was Quadani called Kobe. Penny Fosso called Kobe. Now should an impasse and so it corners us. Pepper. Mr. Uzumi, baby, I'll be a Mechao pa. Bamin come met here for the Abua for a quabana fee and come on no to train or yen chassis and fat and toto so kama. And ye better. Me never malatif ma quaba strong concra.
Major so.
Bibia coso there.
And me, I don't be able.
Nah, yes, you won't hatch.
Yeah, it's been a while. It didn't cry there. It's been a while now, but. I mentioned finally and my back.
And me put your mic in the question of Casagum, mamma. It's been a while now, by.
Yeah, it's been a while, remember. It's been a while, but Alhamdulillah, never back.
But we say a showdown weekend.
Yeah, yeah, truly a showdown weekends. By close of the day, the delegates will decide. Then as to whether a showdown, I say it's possible.
Okay.
Yeah. So then Nipa be 3 and 4 and are contested, but the key among them, team showdown versus team, it is possible. Okay. But per all indication, I'm seeing say Dr. Bawumia at the end of the day will be given the mandate. Now, what lead the party,
I see.
I wish all participating candidates, the best of luck. It will be too quick for us to draw conclusion.
Right.
But based on figures now, a corner side, most likely Dr. Bawumia will carry the day.
Interesting. But I come on, I acquire na mention the Brian so war Ghana for and I say we are seeing na. In fact, better said the yehuno. Say a binum de better Emma won, but a new Biana a better. Me, I'm a better, mamma. Brian Aquaba.
Yeah,
Baby Aboko. Nice one. And that meant just a woman in a mashi fugu.
Say, you can say, Udru Ansana Medican Casano, Eja, you be the kind of young coupon say. Wadi edawe ama amaye na madawasi na masa daminia Latifa ama beto ne ha so asise da bia wo tweme na em se na ne da Ewurade ahyehye se meba na mabeboa ama dwumadie no ayenko so na fugu ne de yese uduru amanfo so a na waka ya no enam se ene na ye dasronko na obi da yakoma so no ye se yebeye amamre ni amane edi amanipa no enti ye nyina ya anwen se yebeba bi hia wa ha ofugum enti migidi se ade a onyame nhihye mu no opese saade we eba somae enti ne ye nyina ya bofugu a yede bebo adwumadie no amana yankoso enti me da se wa mame akwanya.
Interesting. Enti mamenti ahye ye na obi da wakoma so wa abato no bacho hwanya
me de efrimre tenten no na DMB Dr. Alhaji Domiabra wa wasa kabia ka ho amame
me de say DMB de meaning say Domiabra
enti Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia oba party ni mu no sabi nyame de oye bibia na ode ehon niem akade e ka ho emre tenten na me hu se papa no oyobi a nyame ede na ba party mu se ebeduru mre bi no obeba be yodi kanni enti eba se oka so obekọ no menso me de ma ho ode ne me mpaibo eta na chi enti no Bawumia enti a ne amama chef gunu se mene no me de boa na niji a obenya no ene de se yeta na chi pintin
Matiashe Memo Akwaba.
Yeah, nua.
Your first time in Edinkra.
Yes, man.
And then why you ready?
Oba de adawruma.
You better chunko.
You better chunko pa.
Me da si be bro. Come on now.
Mimfa, we drink at the Roma, I'm on Chiramansa. Mimfa,
Moja Yinkimo, I'm fancy as you, me dog.
Mimfa, we drink at the Roma, I'm on Come. Mimfa, Moja Yinkima, I'm fancy as you, me dog. Mimfa, Udima Mimus, Udin Tamakumasu. Mimfa, Kawan to me come, Kawan Samisa. Mimfa, Udima Mimus, Udin Tamakumasu. Mimfa, Kawan to me come, Kawan Samisa. Mimuno Gina to do, oh, it's Runku, Dana Yabayu. I want fair, Mimuno Gina to do, oh, it's Runku, Wabanania Tremia. Akuma kasa makuma tiafa anajidi ya mimpa na misumia mabonko mopa atinkapa manako papa
Repacha Naji. Send Obesiada. A very big up to my beautiful mother and prophetess Rose. I've been out back with her. Mama Michelle baby and my very own president of Ghanaian Health Workers Association. Come on now. Matias Mechacha Wonyana, what they say, what my Hinewa. Welcome to Edincra Radio. Abada. Tina Sapo, a new way of come up, what's it? NPP for never. I've been NPP for never film of ya. Now, and there's something is happening right now. Mentias. And my very own president of the Royal Excellency, Your Royal Highness. Yes, the president of Royals Fan Club, Nana Joa Achimamanza. And you will come up, what you say? And go also who say, oh, Saddam Patch on the some money in a record, bringing post to wedding craft page. What's it? Come on now. Woo! Elizabeth. Oh, you could be my UK phone unit. Abba. Me pacho be in the Diasano and I was sorry. I know I record now, but now the mammy and I'm post. Yeah, Baba Koso. See, I know Kasa, you know, your quality results, you know. And there are any results, no corner. Ebinum Besu, Ebinum Bessery.
Mimfa, between a Roma, now, Mimfa, Mojanya Inkima.
Now, Vansan, I see you,
Mimfa,
but you were watching that. I hear what saying. Now, what Philly saying?
Mimfa, come to me, come, Mimfa, Udima Mimus, Udin Tamakumas. Mimfa, come to me, come.
Kawan Jamizazo, baby.
No, Gina, to do.
Dog back home.
Oh, yes,
me patch of her, so you not do more. I ask you, what it? I'm one in Brown, so what it?
No, Gina, to do. Oh, yes, Runku.
And Pimpy, no.
I want any other.
I want to erect a feel. The Maya dream man, I need my own soul. I bring a baby piano bonting. But I ask I say, the doors were one is soon. They were so takrache. mezi sa.
Marco Wumu,
Aba, manage your asa no.
Moa dance.
Eso one way sa menti ase. Ba just same what. And you way by actually, but this time my piano vibes near the course. So what ase.
Come on,
Lumba was the first guy who bought my piano beat.
Papa.
He and fast said in man.
Yeah, cause of
Fe the abaso what ase. Me ba chodo me abrafo no ba kwa ba be piem. Me koma na kwa ba. Me ba chodo tena se ma me ha.
Go down, cause of
Aba. Aba.
Mimfa, we drink at the Roman, how much romansa. Mimfa, moja yankima, now fans I see your window. Mimfa, we drink at the Roman, how much come. Mimfa, moja yankima, now fans I see your window. Mimfa, udima mimumasu, udintama kumasu. Mimfa, kawan to me come, kawan zemisa. Mimfa, udima mimumasu, udintama kumasu. Mimfa, kawan to me come, kawan zemisa. Mimuno jina tutu, oh es runku, Ghana ya bangwabi. I want fame, no Gina to
Me patch the program way ayo there. Na nyum na ekono wani je ho a. Fasida kehye pa ma. I request organic mixture. I request be boa ma skin ato so. Me patch rashes na e hawo no. O dark spots na o skin na e hawo no. Me patch stretch marks na e hawo no. Anadwo be ma na ye wanadwo. No we di adanse o boyfriend who kuna di ho adanse. So we start asra anase we use our request products no. So skin no ato so asase e kasa. Ma honam ankasa honam sadi. Honam Instagram, honam Facebook, honam TikTok, my skin in TikTok. What do you say? Come on now, let's go right there. Our request organic mixture. Just call them right now on 917-836-3155. Our request organic mixture 917-836-3155. Call them right now. And get something better for your skin. Let your skin start to do the talking. Let me welcome right now a fine gentleman be that I have in the studio. And that I think I'm odd. I'm very odd in my appearance. Let me finish out. Oh, I'm going to make sure what I can cry. I'm the Baba flex. But I'm buy my toe. Mazu Akwaba.
Mejoso.
Bibi Aboko.
Oh, Bibi Akoye.
Nice one. Na send your wash for good there. Ma Ben Mike in the mammy, Mr. Tron Ben Mike, no. One casa position who ye, That's right. What's it, Bibi Aboko?
Well, so far so good. Just that I feel disappointed a little bit over the week with me fret, but because of the tight work schedule and just so I'm back. But
now over share me boss but me have more mama 5,000. My trainer and my
Mama Collins and Tisa some.
Well, my friend about so own so Collins so high.
Jano.
Oh tipe
now that Victor nobody I will multiply to 10,000.
Muja wonu.
Me catch.
Say Victor and buy yet.
Oh, say about we. Dear Henny.
Na se munwi abano so far collected results not all the polling stations or the polling centers na results aba nti susudwa wanum
good given the resounding performance of the vice president the remaining constituency are Ekane polling station when they even added to
the next
Mr.
contender.
Showdown he's not going to make any headway.
Sir.
What is most refreshing is the fact that the election has been done in one of the
peaceful ways,
and we
that
are congratulating.
I applaud you guys for
that. We are That is the hallmark of the party called MPP.
Is that?
Yes, that's the first political party to be formed.
And
in
more special
Gold
college,
Coast.
you know, more yeah, more sir.
Yes. I know they say Tambia Mitimika, there has never been a political contest where you will have, incident free. Tambia, especially in our part of a country called Ghana in Africa as a whole, you will have some skirmishes here and there, blame and counter blame coming from different courtesies. But the totality of it is that it does not mar the beauty of the contest. And Marshall Bosse, when it comes to November 4th, is going to be one of the peaceful and most decorous election. And true to my words, it has come to pass. But all in all, I think MPP members should keep on congratulating themselves. Say Tambia Mitimika, this is just an internal contest. It doesn't warrant you to use so many animated speeches and inflammatory languages against your opponent. It doesn't bring unity. At the end of the day, members of the Ken support team, a Dynamo, Osaikoto, and even those who could not even make it to the 5 shortlisted people. No. Yefra Ubia said, Yambra, our common enemy is not within ourselves. Our common enemy is the party we call the NDC. That is the party that MPP has to join hands together.
Your enemy.
Yeah, they are our political enemies. They
Or your
aren't
opponent,
our,
and that's your enemy.
They are not our political opponent.
Yeah, your
An
political
opponent,
enemy.
Yes,
Hey,
they are our political enemies.
talking to the mic so people could hear you.
Their political opponents are those who have contested among themselves within a political party. But an intra-political party are opponents. Yes.
But
Those who go
External.
outside. Yes. Those are, we are only using to be catchy, appealing, and make it a little bit tension-free. That's how we call it, political opponent. Come on. Yeah. We don't wish NDC the best. They don't wish us the best.
see, that makes them an enemy.
It makes you an enemy.
I see.
Today, I was even listening to
As I'm coming, what I said.
Masha said it. I said, "Wow,
Maybe men shall say through.
And
because so
and
bad.
Mate.
Me that say. Okay, Abusian for where Mazi the Debbie asa so Jana no nintine so kai mrebi ready be an your friend Casanoma omunim Kasapa, and he's the spokesperson for Dr. Bawumia in the diaspora. That is when it comes to USA. The head of communications for Dr. Bawumia. Nti ene se wotin se o kacha sana manen how bi anke ko different direction ka ne wo hwe ni projection no and wo hu ne sa bi anka meba but are you good yes, yeah, he's always descending his presentations, which I like. That is very good. But my main call straight to Minu Abema Latif. Latif will be very fair with the judgment. Yeah, the Akoswan. So far, the projected winner, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the Vice President of Ghana, and having projected him as a winner so far, based on the collated results, no. I think say Ghana for ewo ho kwan say yebetimi ana say yetina na yakasa or projected Dr. DMB a projected winner ye disa yeka mame kono. So far his expectations about today's results so far and the way the election has been organized. Latif,
Yeah.
the way of the organization and then the collected results so far, your take?
Yeah, once again, Medasi for this opportunity.
Okay.
And so far, like I said, so far so good. We also
At your formal background, say from NDC, CPP to all together. Now and how neutral you are and how outstanding you are to the public. And sana me pacho wa address wo me dash.
Yeah, friends, it's a 40 dia. Me one big fan of Kwame Nkrumah, and at the mention of Kwame Nkrumah, automatically we're talking about CPP. Right. And it's obvious CPP doesn't have that political strength at the moment. So I prefer to go on a neutral. So when it comes to issues relating to MPP NDC, I try to speak in the interest of Ghana by being neutral. So I'll be representing myself as a neutral. So at the moment, the metia as a neutral. So may help with the cause of Mother Ghana by sharing my view as to the cause. Yeah, so far, I would say it's been a very good election. We are yet to hear of any misunderstanding or Wetwimi Wakame be from either one camp or the other. Unlike what we saw in the special voting, In the special voting, there were little incidents that was making headlines, and they were not positive things at all. Ultimately, a picture BHS Obi Yabono, Obi Asmashi Bibi, and that gave birth to the slogan of the current friends, a contestant, which is Honorable Kennedy Japan. Through misunderstanding of the previous election, that was how the word showdown was coined from the election, And we were all expecting, say, under normal circumstance, another version of
showdown.
Part 2 of the showdown. But unfortunately, it didn't go down this way. And
they show up.
Yeah, and check the level of maturity in how MPP leadership, after the unfortunate incident, I think they went back to the drawing board and manage the situation by making sure the main election will be incident free. And that is a big shout out to the leadership of MPP for giving us a very smooth election, which is incident free. And me accordo the applause on the issue of the old leader, which is Dr. Bawumia, said the former President John Agyekum Kufuor proud to say or exit the office. There was a meeting between him and the leadership of the party, and it had to do with who succeeds him after he leaving the office. That was 2007, and the statement will make it and they say, I too have interest. Despite the fact say me neutral, me in Fugua, I have interest in what is going on, and the interest is Dr. Bawumia. Aside the fact we are externally related, or say me krumni, as I am a tribal mate, and politics is all about interest. Right. At Mamprugu level, we are one. At Muslim level, we are one. So, and no keke, as part of the solidarity, that is why I decided to be in a smoke by also rallying or showing my support to Dr. Bawumia's camp. Nti me ofugu a nchechemu ewu mu no. Nti that is the reason why. And like I said,
before you go on, so okay, Ike Donko. The Ikeos Donko is a powerful metro man. Yeah. Say okay, North America, Circle 001, sports host Ike Donko say ochia opa wa feel pa. Na oba Ghana on hwehwe no. Aden we has fan in Tiana.
Oh, me friends, I don't say me sorry, Accra. And me say me man of big shout out. Me bag and unfortunately we couldn't meet, but the influence gave me an opportunity to be at the stands at the VIP to watch the inter-schools athletics. I want to seize the opportunity to thank him for that opportunity.
Who's the Ike to make Ghana Kotoko match? Ghana match being Kotoko Ghana any match in at the stadium no mission free.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
awesome. VIP so.
That's awesome. Nti
ade ba ko penam ne nya adwen.
Which is
one co school pa.
Oh.
Kontomre no okoye. Mom school ntimi nko finance. Omu ya na ja ehun ato so.
Asemi no akobosu.
Aye, one co school.
Asemi no akobosu.
So won say school papa dey ba akope. The only school in Kumasi.
Asemi no akobosu.
Maka. Young boy.
Yeah. Mr. Ike, me ciao, big shout out, me da CP. Me buy said that me ne minua bema Ike ne ja ne no eko ye miti Ghana. So Ike na o hook me up through Mr. Ike my ja opportunity to me go try VIP. And so enjoy a vacation, because at the moment so be drew Ghana na BBC Koso Stadium no. Yeah, dear say so I took the opportunity and had a good time. Mr. Ike made a CP for that opportunity, no, made a CP. But once you walk as a prempe all the way, Mr. Ike, me talk no NDC MPP. Near co prempe there, but I am not that. Another issue.
School no there. School no there. Bon, or much even call finance.
Oh, on a more serious note, Mr. Ike, tell me, honestly speaking, Prempeh not making it to the just ended final, no. Even though we at Anglican Secondary School beat them at the original level, no. Prempeh has always been the favorite when it comes to science and maths quiz. They have the charisma. Unfortunately, it didn't go down well with them in the semi-final.
Omutia. Nhwemuna
we the nkomono contest.
Matias.
Anas bebem.
Anas bebem. But he knows. He knows. That only a presec for you see the amount investigators how much him. The way the reason there be a presec phone kwa and a winning. Yeah, a very soon report beba. Latif, I told you so. Maybe that's right. So far, my maybe some last question. Some switch. I call the next person or so. So which say more? This is the first time. After saying NPP no. Not now. Eba be lead as a flag bearer. True or false?
True.
Okay. When Yaje as an NDC member and as an opposition or as described by Mazu as an enemy.
Yeah.
How do you take it? Now, how serious is it?
Honestly, MPP giving Dr. Bawumia with the northern background, an opportunity from all these figures that we are getting. It's obvious he will end up carrying the day. It speaks volume of our understanding of peaceful coercion. Years back, there's this misunderstanding and as misinformation say MPP is a party that doesn't open up to non-accounts.
That's true.
So Dr. Bawumia, a lot of people felt he was not going to make it up even at the first five, not to talk of being within the first five to get the nod to lead the party, as all these indications are showing clearly. Currently, he's the face of MPP, believe it or not. Until we know a big wake-up call to their political rivals. That is, I would prefer to put it in the context of rivals instead of enemy, as my brother Eka, They are political rivals, and so Frank Atuni, which is the flag bearer, also shares same values or same features or characteristics as compared to that of Bawumia. But the Bawumia a bit edge ahead of him, the Muslim connection, They are all from the north, but Bawumia being a Muslim,
Right.
And aside the fact that Bawumia a Muslim, Oka say in the Fourth Republic, and ever since many party politics, the credit back home, Dr. Bawumia as a vice president is all over. So when you're careful, you feel say he's the president.
Right.
Is President Akufo-Addo or the MPP as a family, has given him all the needed support from day one. Almost every function, you see his presence.
Right.
And I think that has given him the opportunity to market himself to the grassroots. It is a figure, say, Bana Olidia. Enyanwanwa, that is the right phrase, Enyanwanwa. He coming from the north, technically, MPP as a party is bridging the gap between the north and the south. But it will be too early to draw conclusion. We still have time to go for election 2024. But the presence as the flag bearer, all things being equal, will be a big match for their political opponent, which is NDC. No two ways about that. So the northern factor card now NDC will be playing, or intended playing, will not be holding. And he goes with an extra edge, that is being a Muslim. And we know, say, election is all about numbers. And once you are able to get the numbers, all things being equal, there's no way, say, only the. It's a big plus. And it tells us the understanding of peaceful coexistence in America. Those are those days that impression, I say, notion, say, once only a Asante person, ultimately the party, I think Dr. Bawumia has made it obviously clear, say, it was just a notion, not something that has been rubber stamped, indicating, said there is no way. And see, this is the beauty of politics. It's all about, say, nipa no mobile man opportunity. And I think, say, they choosing Dr. Bawumia goes beyond, say, ordinary. They are choosing him based on what they feel he can do at party level, and he has showcased it, despite one or two flaws that we feel, say, isn't going on well. It's obvious Dr. Bawumia is up there. I wish him all the very best in his political career. I'll be the first person to celebrate. Should January 2025, January 2025, right? Yeah. If he gets the nod to win the presidency, that would be a big plus for us, as not just Muslims, as not just Northerners, but as Mampusis. So he's one of us, and Enoke Keno a big plus to us. I wish him all the best.
May that say, wait, Moro, Latif. Latif, Uncle Fosso, Mohi on his MPO, Wale.
Honestly, me need political ambition.
And what disappoint you?
Me a royal me need political ambition, but you can never say never.
When they call for it,
when the situation calls for it, yeah. But at the moment, me need interest in political ambition.
Yeah, that's it. Mami come in here my yaho. Na me so me koji na drinks re. Said ye nyina ye nimu no. It's been obvious. And NPP decided na send air corner die as it stands now. And so we hope say ebe yes sir. Say dane dia fine, but send ye di kind indicate no. The aka ni nyina akora akọ fa kwa still. His Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, will still emerge as the next flag bearer of NPP. Mame kwaje wadwinchre. Brian, abra who say our projections we ABC sa brace DMB we how was the feeling?
The kind of obo Ike so me boss no nti so
boss ni Ike
so tie na man chia na
wa go school pa o
when the Prempeh College for the so wa win say
me tie o pa
eja
anya school pa ba ya dey to the nana eno ana me ho say Nana Prempeh de obi anim
but nana wan he ya wan na abechi with the dua bi wa
there be tio say dey to ye nana opim so nti ani yesoso so na nkasa school ni de enye school
there be o papa ni din da so ni de school papa
sa
ti eja me boss nana wan eja me chiawo there be a modern bar open to cause yes I will feel once amaba radio so the eja na makai me do for pa wa unu aba Mary Frimpong
sister
me chiano ye nyame do kitchen no size ono so me chiano me so ofia okika
yes phone
okika ni mabom okika ni mabom
I say how about this phone bi ba
and say for the you be come one sem later you papa you send wabusa me no kre na ansa na me hye me kasa ase no medical enam akonya we so abo MPP ebusuano abaso enkankara ye mpanimfo mejidi sɛ yɛ nyinaa yɛte sɛ ɛka ɛna mmienu ama abatue abaso no mpanimfoɔ no nyinaa ne ɔmo a ɔmo bɛpre sɛ yɛbɛyi ɔmo sɛ frankadifoɔ ɛwɔ MPP tufoɔ meda sɛ frankatufoɔ ɛde ma MPP party no ɔmo ne ɔmo nyinaa yɛ nhyiamu ɛma obiara ɛka ne bo so asɛm ɛma mpanimfoɔ no nso yɛ dɛn ɛka ɔmo nso deɛ ɛma ɔmo wieɛ no yɛma obiara ɛtwerɛ ɛsan ɛnwoma sɛ deɛ obɛdi nkunim biara no ɔmo bɛyɛ den ɔmo aka no mmiɛnsa na aka no ɔmo bɛtaa nipa n'akyi aboa ama party na akɔ so nti megyidie sɛ saa anamontu a ɔmo tuiɛ no ɛno nso aboa ama aba a ɔmo kɔtoo yɛtoo ne nɛ no ɛma biribiara ɛyɛ den ɛyɛ asomdwie mu ɔmo sɛ me monitor news bi ɛdeɛ sɛ obi ɛde phone call ma yɛkye no enti mimi mom deɛ ɛfiri mmerɛ tenten nyinaa no na da biara yɛnya mmie yɛkora meka sɛ ne yie mu no ɛwɔ sɛ vice president ɔyɛ DMB ɔno na ɔsɛ ma obɛdi MPP anim enti na me wɔgyidie nso wɔ makoma mu sɛ ɛyɛ ɔno ɛna ɔsɛ yɛden yɛyi no enti no ɛnɛ nyame ama ne bɔhyɛ no ayɛ den aba mu awie me deɛ saa na mehu no sɛ ɔyɛ obi a ne nyame ɛna ahyɛ da yi no sɛ ɔmmra na saa bere mu no ɔmmɛdi MPP anim na ɔmfa yɛn kɔ ɛko a ɛda yɛn anim afe mpem 2029 no na ɛnɛ nyame bɔhyɛ no ayɛ den abam na yɛyi no sɛ yɛnya nsi ne pi no nanso meme ba no me monitor news no na ɔmada 294 constituents out of 329 na Dr. Bawumia enya 104 ene bi da so na akompreko nso enya 61,000 ebi da so na esa wo hwa de aka ne yekeka bomo kura na doctor edi nkunim enti no yebe mema no monu yo na wama makoma mu enije awie peye ayeden ama me ena enam so senia menuanom edikan aka no sabio MPP no na yɛka biribi sɛ dankwa buzia dumu enti na ɛma da bia meka sɛ ɛgyina hɔ ma Ghana nkyikyɛmu mmiɛnsa ɔmo a sɛbio ɔmo wɔ anaafoɔ mfimfifoɔ ɛna ɛtififoɔ ɛna kabo mu ɛte saa party a ɛdikan ɛwɔ Ghana enti yɛ nyinaa yɛ anuanom na wohwɛ yɛ party na sɛbio ɛfiri 79 and 92 yɛbɛyɛ kabima menkabi no yɛnya obi a sɛbio ofiri mfimfin mantemu a ogyina hɔ ma MPP yɛne ayɛ papa kofoɔ abɛdi ɛfiri hɔ no ɛna ba a ɔmo anaafoɔ no nso a ɛyɛ Akufo Addo wabɛdi na ɛsɛ saa bere no wohwɛ a ɛwɔ sɛ enipa a ofiri sɛbio ɛtifi ɔno nso bɛdi na enti na meka sɛ Dr. Bawumia no baby a ye pointing no yewura Akufo ede ne kɔhyɛɛ na odidi mu abɛ na ɛsɛ wɔyɛ ɔno ne obi a onyankopɔn esiesie no sɛ ɔbɛba be free north ana etifi no aba abedi party anim na amasesei no efiri ensɛm a na amanfoɔ kato MPP so sɛ sɛbio MPP ɛyɛ akanfoɔ party no na meka na Hausa kasɛmu a Hausafoɔ ka ne sɛ MPP party anani ana minua Latif meboa that is the term a omu use party anna se ekire se asantefo ana akanfo nanso ente saa na ye kato ye so na emum enne enam se nyame ehun se MPP akoma edaga na ho no nyame adi asem ama yen enti waboa yen ama enne party no eyi obi a sabio ofiri and not ofiri esrem ofiri anaf ofiri yakanse etifi ba bedi yanim enti amama kuma mu enigye no ayekese amama hu se ampa MPP kuo no ejina ho ma Ghana efiri se wohwe eniema MPP ye ye ede ma Ghana enti ene de nokure ni nyame anim m'ani gye awie pɛɛ nti na meba no mahyɛ fugu no a ɛkyerɛ sɛ bio m'ani agye ɛna mekura no m'ani gye mmoro so no sɛ bio meyɛ akani nanso meyɛ pepeni ebi ɔmo nim no me maame yɛwɔ zongo ɛna mabusuafoɔ nyinaa ɛhɔ ne ɛwɔ me nti me zongo ne ɛyɛ dɛn yɛtwa me furuma
me patro Brian me fa wa no me ntwa wa no but quick one mame emfa the breaking news no embrel so far 328 polling stations no na voting centers no nyina akwawiye results no enya aba the results right now as it stands to say the total voting locations near 328 and reported voting locations are confirmed. And as it stands now, you need any pending results via EBA. But then the person on the first on the ballot paper no Honorable Kennedy Ohene Ejapon or Timmy Apuli a vote of 7,991 71,991 votes, representing 37.41%. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia actually is second on the ballot. Also, Atimia Apuli 118,210, representing 61.43%. And Dr. Owusu Efriye Akoto also Apuli 1,459 votes, representing 0.76%. And Ade Nemo Francis, also honorable, also Timi Apuli 781 votes, representing 0.41. Onuna order number 4, or maintaining the 4th position. Akoto every year, not the number 3, while maintaining the position. Baby, I switch here, say 2 no aqua 1, 2 no adane aqua 1, and a 1 no abi 2. See, the name new count 3. We are dealing with numbers right now. A name new kabuma 3. And after the 1992 constitution, I think this is the 3rd person NPP presented. We are dealing with numbers, so 1 plus 2, 3. 3rd candidate after John Jacob Kufuor na the first person, and Ibaye, President Kufuor, and now the flag bearer elect Mahmoud Bawumia, the 3rd person with 2 plus 1. Say or no me can say the current can say after say we need there mfa edubahin embem so far results ni nyina aba ye betimi a project until say electoral commission na kasa beba abonten 7 o'clock, which is about 14 minutes away. Ababe project and so ababe announce on no candidate no e bia na we ye the year wrong, it could happen. But we will never sit here and lie to our audience. Say, but as it stands now, all the 328 police stations, results are out. And Dr. Bawumia can be declared as a projected winner and the next flag bearer elect for NPP in the 2024 elections. A message be Abba from the camp of Kennedy Japan. Na Kennedy ni PA, ni personal assistant ankasa Guy G, and this a message we buy or say there are some tintin ni tietie mu nyina ne se omu nyina ebo Dr. Bawumia Abaso say wa winning elections we na wo mu hunu say Kennedy ohwe normal wa ye no ene abato yi mu a wa ye surprise nko pa wa pull a lot of surprises na omumpo na omani enda so me no ka kire Ghana for any wiase nyina say Kennedy the presence in the NPP no should never and never be underestimated. Say obi be fa no trasa anasa fala wabɔ ne ho mmɔden paa na ɔno no egyina mu sɛ ɔnyɛ na adwene sɛ obeyi ne ho afiri NPP mu ene ana ochina oda so NPP ni na oni NPP bekoso asom Dr. Bawumia, congratulations. Now in the world of politics not there you will defeat ewo mu ojitum se anko se na osusu ye no na mpo no ne ye nyina me ameti metimi aka se me feel say Kennedy is a winner. One, based on the time he joined the race. Two, based on the numbers ultimately pulley, even to the extent of overthrowing and I say overcoming Alan Martin, who has been the projected winner or the next flag bearer for NPP. And Ken is a winner to me and to Ken's camp. Madam Wase. Brian, for us, me see my menko.
Anken awa metimi de enyum miti bakubi afemoa. Saying how
enyum ben wo betumi ato.
Abemwe onyame boshe no. Abemwe onyame boshe no. Medasi. Today, the projected results now with the Amayeno, a Bema Mensume Jinasu said, and no Cremenso, Mema Kennedy Campuno, Muni Ejuma, say Omonso Mabo Ejuma. Na waya dear, if we say, na ye kase, or Wahamun Chichemunu, Anka Doctor Ebinya. Ediosun enum na anka omo maka no ache edionunum na aka no nenso se Kennedy etimi aba ama esoatia mema no moni adwuma na emom yedurumre bia yese de ade wo no eno eden odie ye mo eni adwuma enti ene de enije ahye makoma mum ema na ansa na mede ma no bebe awieye no mebra panyin ka bibi me pese me ka bibi fa ho o ka se NDC fo no omo ye yatamfo nukure ni nyame anim no anka ye no omo no ye nya atamfo ye nya atamfo na emom ne ye ne se de ma misusu se minua ne ka se omo ye yatamfo no se edurumre bi a NDC fo no omo nim se ye bibi a ebeboa oman no omo timi kata wo mani eprim se ade na ye no enyenyenyenyenyenyenye nenso na omo beba no mpese omo fa kwiti kwan so ebe sa ade no eye oman chichire ene ye nya atamfo ye anuanom enti no sesebio enye wo na wusi akonwa ne so na wo nua bi ya ade a enye wo na wo so wodwene e wo so wodwene omama mu nyina efiri se wo no enye wo nko ha na wo de wo ho wo abusua ete oman nim enti se bibi pa bi koso a e wo se ye foa so ma eba so se ne ebe ya onso ubedi a ye bebo enti mimi hu ni se NDC de edrumre bi a ene ma pa ebo Ghana no ma bagu yenso ye badi a ye opposition a enema ni bi wa ye bo omomo enti ebia no nti na ma menua panyi ka se ebia wo hu se omo ye yatamfo na emom ye nyina ye enuanom enti medi me bas ka se ba wie ye ndi America ne se obi biara obo aye ema ene dai onyame bɔhye na bamu no de ye kan se onyame enhyira wo bia na ne ekon kese na eda ye nim no nyame nam so ema ye adwene nyansa ne akwankyere ene ekwan ya betimi afa so ne ye man Ghana ma akasa na afese ne no abato ni duru so a ye nyina ya botwi etimi akoto ama o man Ghana enti ene de menua Vincent oji nyame ama mani agima kuma mu efiri se de na makuma susu no abamu ama me enti no aseda enam de ma menya nkopon
yeah that's it maseda ana Brian say ode ma ni nyako Brian yeah that's be say ene waba na wabekira wadwe na menim se oye DMB sa domi abra for no ka afede ye hu se oye domi abra fan ati yate mame ko mazu ho na mene mazu muftao ene de emse ono no colors no Only Latif the India similar. Now, on no colors near different. I see blue and gold or yellow. Obey him. Now, Mazu, I'm saying, and be Albert now be draw num kama. The last time cried 2 weeks ago. A kind, a draw num was a jadiara.
We make a point. I guess
Over
because we make it valid points. Because I say Abba. You know, it has come to pass. And yes.
Okay. So far, how do you take the results?
Well, it's something that we expected already. But Kennedy Japan, as I continue to say, Tambia Mibaha is an indispensable asset to the party. And I tell every individual. Last night we had a conversation with the vice president. And, it was an opportunity to thank everybody who has shown up. We projected to win more than this percentage. Oh, yeah.
According to you, more lose.
Not necessarily with loss. I mean, in election, none of the pollsters have gotten it right. The Omar predict say Ken will get 25%. Somebody has even sworn to Everton, one team cross of 25%. But I have never underestimated his political efficacy regarding what is going on. Because Unimbibi, Ken is an individual who used unconventional approach in his politics. And that seemed to go down well with the people. Say the politician, Di Asamko, Ken Wanyano, sir, he has his own way. He has fashioned out his own, Donald Trump type of politics. Surprisingly, look at what he has done. And the last time I came here, me make a point to be said, it is the outstanding performance of Ken that has made Alan to chicken out of the race. He has never, in his wildest understanding, believe say somebody like Ken can ever outsmart him in political strategy. But look at what happened. What be Saminuya Abdulatif concerning some history of the party since the birth of 1994 in other words, 1992 Constitution, the Fourth Republican Constitution. It even went, beyond that. Take a look at the 1969 general election when the party came together. All the party, the Northern People Party, the Popular Front Party, they all came together. The National Liberation Movement, championed by Osai Koto Fadai, who was a chief linguist of the Asante Hene.
Right.
Osai Bafwa Koto. They all came together and founded the UP tradition. So 69 election, it went on well. The tradition the tradition won. K. Busia became the prime minister, whilst Adu Dankwa father became the president of the Second Republic. Fast forward, you come to 1979. This was 69, then 79 election. There was a split within the tradition, Pawuli and that of Vito Usu. Now, Vito Usu chose Tolenlan Yakubu as his running mate. They came very close to victory, but for division, that really polarized the party, the front of the party, so we couldn't make any way. Hilal Liman came and swept through and became the president. Now, getting to 1992, Albert Aldubahine went with Rodan Alassane as his running mate. Unfortunately, we couldn't do anything. Reference to that. Then 1996, there was what we call the Great Alliance. The Great Alliance, that was Kufuor became the flag bearer and Ko Akansa became his running mate, even though Ko Akansa was the sitting vice president because of an internal problem he had with Rawlings. So he partnered with Kufuor. We went to the election and we couldn't make any headway. Now 2000, Kufuor selected Aliyu Mamman. Aliyu Mamman went. Unfortunately, we won. They say for 2 terms. And unfortunately, when the time for internal contest within the NPP came up, Aliyu Mamman could not make it. And I say this with a big regret, because Aliyu Mamman is an uncle. He is he's the person who even brought me to this country.
Yeah.
Well,
may he so rest in peace.
Oh, may he so rest in peace.
Tony Farouk, one.
Yeah, very, very close.
Farouk, yeah, minipa.
Oh, sir.
Yes.
Oh, very, very close.
Uncle.
Yeah, very, very close. I mean, came under the ticket of Aliyu Mamman.
Nice.
Now, he's my maternal uncle from Yendi side. We couldn't do anything. I mean, Akufo-Addo became first, Alan second, and Aliyu Mamman became third. Now, 2008, they selected this young man, an economist, down-to-earth individual with high sense of moral conduct. Very respectable person. Partner with him, went to the election. We were beaten by a percentage that never happened in the history of democracy. Less than 1%. Adu Dankwa accepted. Then 2012 came in. Be it as it may, we lost, but we went to court, and there was a split decision. 4 against 5 of the judges supported the MPP petition, but we couldn't make any headway. Then 2016, that was the year that really the magic change came in. Now we won this election. When you look at the history of MPP presidential contest, you just give me the figures that have come up. Ohini Kennedy getting 36% is a very laudable effort that he has made. For the first time, pulling 36%. When you look at them from 1992 up to the current situation, none of the aspirants from Ado Boahene even to should I go on?
Go on.
From Ado Boahene, I think it doesn't come. Or
go ahead.
Okay. From Ado Boahene up to the current president, none of them had this kind of percentage. 61%. Let's even just make it 61% per what you have just given me. Ado Boahene of the blessed memory, in 1992, he had 57%. Then when it came to 1996, he contested again Kufuor and had 51%. Akufo-Addo of almighty Akufo-Addo had 46%. In the contest he had with Alan. So Bawumia getting 61% is something that should tell you that he's liked by the rank and file of the party. He's been able, yes. I'm not talking about the delegate conference. I'm talking about I'm not talking about the conference. I'm talking about the delegate conference. None of them got his margin. Kufuor had 51%. Ado Boahene had 57%. Akufo-Addo had 47%. This guy is you've just told me that 61. That is a record-breaking percentage in the history of MPP primaries.
Interesting.
Now, Latif alluded to the fact that the campaign issue that has been hanging on the neck of MPP, Akufo-Addo's own words, campaign or atunsium. There's no way NDC can go anywhere at any place and tell the people of Ghana, this is a tough war party. Very shocking and surprising. I thought this idea is being championed by tomato sellers. Only to hear the candidate and standard bearer of the NDC himself saying it. He prays or Bompaye say that is a Bawumia Bepe position within the MPP. And I'm happy. Former president is still alive. Bawumia has won a record-breaking
results.
Yes, within the MPP internal party primaries. Let's see what 2004 has. I'm not going to preempt, but let's see. So I'm going to say agronomy from Wahon. Let's get there. People talk about the fact that the economy is in bad shape. True. This is not the economy we envisage to have. But the record of the party from 2016 up to 2019, that is where you can give an accurate assessment of the performance of the MPP reference to the economy. This is where we had a problem ever since the eruption of COVID. Worldwide economy has gone in a disequilibrium. Nobody can dispute that fact. We are here in US, things aren't the same.
We are talking about Ghana.
We're talking about Ghana. I'm talking about, that's why I use worldwide. Everywhere. The economy.
Talk about Ghana.
Yes. Our economy is in bad shape because.
That's right.
And unfortunately, you conduct yourself as if an NDC man. Let me make a correction. Ghana does not stand in isolation. We live in a global economy. Of course, Ghana is a country that depends. Another country to depend on Ghana. And it's a Uber making economic assessment of a country, isolating it there. Debbie. Okay, it is a NDC.
No.
Good.
Let's talk about Ghana.
Good. And Ghana, unfortunately, is not an isolated country. The World Economic Indicators does not reflect only in Ghana. Ghana is part of the global economy that does transaction.
Until the African countries be compare Ghana or more progress in Ghana retrogress.
Oh, tell me one.
No,
No, they can't say catch me.
What the Rwanda cry compare Ghana, we are no match.
I agree.
We
We did far better than Rwanda when it comes to COVID. What is it?
The COVID is over.
The COVID is over.
The economy is broken.
The economy is not broken. It's not in proper shape. Don't tell me it's broken.
It is because economy na nipa a wo mu no omo ho kire won adwuma enko aketua ntumu mbaye enkofo nya adwuma anye akwan enye health system nyina akwa down to the extent of say patients suffering or who has to be on dialysis even having a hard time.
It's very unfortunate.
Exactly.
I agree with you.
No,
I agree with you. It's broken, but it's not collapsed. That's what I said.
Hey, find your politicians. My heaven that's Mazu. My free so na me community avema yiho. My main corner na ya ho me free na makọ. Mazu tina the other side ho mame na afi ye me enche bia ye be kọ electoral commissioner ne ho na yakofa the results no e dey aba. Even though we have the projected one, but who are you to declare someone? Even Dr. Bawumia himself and his camp cannot jubilate until say electoral commissioner no aba declare results. But mame kọ na ya we say ye hwe baako mienu bia ho. Now, then now the begin so aka say eno ne ade potia NPP for mo hwe so the two abama Dr. Bawumia because say ye hwe mu a me ne campaign na ankasa message no my me nimba kokora me amtie me nimba kokora say asem we nti apart from say all can say or experience in the politics and then waye o man pani abedi akire pen and for that matter obetimi aba abaye o man panini mo a moye si ahene ne atu ahene amoto aba no de na obegina so e de aka se enu nti ena ma yes Dr. Bawumia mudi gina so eto aba e de ema no mamenti asiesie na yenhwe de dentia
ye titru mu se minianom edika aka eno hu bi asem on se ayese MPP party no na ade bi eda yetire so ayese usabi obi a ete ayeden esinani ade a na eda yetire no so se omo a emrepi no ye ni omo kọ amamuomu entokwa se hwan na bedi oman Ghana so no omo de adeɛ bi ato yɛ tiri so a adeɛ no ɛnyɛ saa na ɛteɛ sɛ bio ɔmo kɔ yɛ zongo communities ɛna ɔmo kɔ yɛnim sɛ Ghana within Ghana nso no Ghana mantamu emu enipa ni bi atutu kwan ɛwɔ other regions mu a ɔmo yɛ ku adwuma ne saa nneɛma no nti ɔmo kokɔ saa mmea na deɛ ano ɔmo taa ka ne sɛ MPP deɛ ɛyɛ akanfoɔ party nti no wonya akani a onka MPP ho so nti saa deɛ ni da yɛ tiri so na saa deɛ wei no anka NDC for no ɛyɛ one of their you can say campaign message a anka ɔmo so akyekyere ato hɔ paa sɛ sɛnea me nua ka yɛ no mama ko gyina awa ɛkɔka sɛ wei Bawumia deɛ brɛ no ɔbrɛ kwa eduru sɛ ɔbɛpɛ frankatuni ni a yɛmfa ma no na ɛnɛ dɛn no nyame ama ya kyerɛ ɔmo so sɛ MPP ɛnyɛ saa ne yɛdwene obi a sɛbio wɔwɔ nimdeɛ wɔwɔ nokoredie ahobraseɛ ɛne obetimi a yɛ honhom ɛne yɛde hwɛ ɛto aba ɛyɛ dɛn ɛma no yɛnto aba sɛ sɛbio ufiri ha woyɛ kremoni woyɛ bosunsumni woyɛ amadiani woyɛ sɛ daabi yɛhwɛ sɛ nipa no wobetimi ayɛ nti ɛnɛ dɛ no ɛnam sɛ Bawumia wobetimi ayɛ nti no ɛno nti ɛna yɛato aba ama no ɛna wohwɛ sɛbio nhyehyɛeɛ a ɛne nimdeɛ a papa no ɛpɛ so ɔde ba ɔman Ghana mu no a yɛka biribi sɛ Mr. Digital no ne nyinaa ka ho bi na yɛ Ghana yɛ sikasɛm economy na mebra tachi yɛ no edumre bi wɔse yɛ ka nokorɛ yɛni nokorɛ ɛma ɛne na me ne me yɔnko bi kasa na me ka kyerɛ ne sɛ bi o Ghana no ɛnyɛ no free ya papa Kwame Nkrumah brɛ so sika a yɛdi gya no a sɛbio nanka ɔpɛ abibiman ɛnka bomu nti no wɔgyi sika ni bebree ɛde kɔboaboa aman ahodoɔ na ebeduru baabi no yɛ ho kyere yɛn na wɔntimi ankɔ saa aman no hɔ amoma moyen a wɔde eti ɛkɔhyɛ IMF ase ɛhyɛ ase ɛkɔgye ebosia no efiri saa brɛ no na ɔman Ghana yɛnia yɛnkasa no yakɔ nhomabɔ a yɛbɔ sɛ ɔman a yɛyɛ budget no yɛntimi ɛngyegye toɔ yɛntimi ɛngyegye sika ɛma na nso yɛ so enti de bia no aban bi ɔbɛba no ɛyɛ bosia bɔ na ɔso ɔyɛ den ɔkɔpɛ ɛde bɛboa ma yakɔ nhoma ɛyɛ den esiye enti ma me kyerɛ ne sɛ bi oyɛnia yɛnyina yɛtia no yɛwɔ abusua yɛwɔ yere ne mma sɛ susuan pa sɛ da bia no meyɛ adwuma na mentimi adwuma a meyɛ no entimi nhwɛ me ne mabusuafo na da bia abusua na mekɔbɔ a adeɛ na bɛba bɛto me so ɛyɛ ade so na da bia ɛbɛba bɛto me so na Dr. Bayen watena sɛ hu sɛ da bi ɛwɔ sɛ Ghana adeɛ abuzi a ɛyɛ sɛ 1969 sɛ yɛnyɛ national identification ne obiara nya social security sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a yɛbɛtumi a capture everybody in Ghana because sɛnea yɛwɔ yɛnyina American yɛwɔ woyɛ self-employed koraa na at the end of the year no you pay tax ɛna biribi a wotɔ biara no wotua tax wokɔtɔ blade pen koraa wokɔtɔ ase say 99 cent store 9 cent tax na wɔn gye no say yatum is over 18 or something I can't mean the right figure yatum so enti efiri saa brɛ no ɔman Ghana no yɛntimi ngyegye toɔ ɛna ɔmo nso a yɛde ɔmo asi ɔman no si brɛ sɛ monyegye toɔ ɛmfa ma ɔman no na ɔman no nya sika ɛmoa ɔman no mpuntuo no ɔkɔ a na ɔmo agye sika na yɛ den egu wɔn bɔtɔm sɛ bi omi ne oti kurom ha custom for ana yɛka border way for no sɛ bi o ma ne nneɛma koraa wɔ China ne ɛba ansa na nneɛma no nipa na ɔtɔ ama wɔ no wɔde tax bɛka ho ansa na watua ka oba no wɔdi kan tua tax no emra no wɔ hɔ ana postal service for ɔmo de nneɛma ayɛ den abrɛw na Ghana no ye problem is that we are not paying taxes obi ka wɔ simitua tax me no ti krom ha tax dodo sɛ ne ntua me ka yellow cab no say city for kra no within the zone Manhattan no omo discabi to so say me for taxi before be below 96th Street, any uko West Side 110. Ufa will be 10 times within that zone now. You're getting extra money of $2.50 per trip. So look at how much money the city is generating. In Ghana, no, your economy, I would say, on my money, yes, we a custom officer, we a police officer, we are. Yes, digital more minor. Meant now, and you just scanning Google bottom. Now, when we are catching a buying, say, a buying your coin, a buying your hospital, a buying bien or we are baby or whisker.
Aha, a coin for to tax, no. So I say you're calling the digital way, so it's being monitored.
Yes.
Send your working now you're NPPD. And then I'm also developing means.
And no, Dr. Baumia, my shas, you know. And Tino can't say, Emrebi Walker, ye di kind creative, say, Yemma. Artificial intelligence by Ghana no yen develop our address system. If you be any address and you be you bet me identify na ade ba ko a me pese me kan wa asem a ya nye ye national identification no ye wo mistake bi or we should have done it. We should have anka was national identification na ye no ye ma obi ade ni fie address account send ye me no wa ha no
abi kan ho sa say wo ye Ghana card wo do fie address
yes. Okay ene say wo musa because me nim say bia e wo card ne so ti say na
e say wo ya before say obit my Ghana card no you should be able say wo do fie ankasa house number no nyina be shi
de me busa no say e wo card ne so.
No, we say Upulia. Card no. Sorry, card na your address no. I think I have one of them.
My chairman address no so and correct me.
That was so. Yes. Oshe Ghana card na number be a tre. That particular number na like a street number like a zip code. I can't be from the zip code.
Okay.
Yes, but address no particularly. So but the moment I'll be scan the card no right then so information in a be poorly.
Okay, enu na me can say chromo ayo no your ID card, your driver's license no wo picture wo din wo address bibia den
I was so you cry meeting the
enti enu na doctor e ba ya wo say yentimu kina na national identification yenye na intimi identify obia and say the next project was here and say ye shemra obia wo yensan no adwuma bia no you have to get registered. So one register we have to be very serious with our life. Say obi koto who we are plumbing who ye obi adwuma ho you have to prove your certificate say you are a registered self-employed. Say at the end of the day no you bet me at so we are self-employed we are adwuma until you have to pay taxes. And I say you bet me a creative system bia obi oyensa no adwuma no wo si dan a o man adwuma no you have to pass through certain system a ebetimi ama ya capture person ni say we wa fa se koye ni dan ho adwuma until we are still bender he is paying you have to pay your income tax. Me no tia you will pay income tax. Na me kura ka say American ye wono yetimi gi obi Medicaid nanso no oni Medicaid until say bi Obama ebe widen health insurance network. Inti Ghana no ye economy no eye situation a eba after COVID eye Russia and Ukraine war no na mini edi ho nkomo Russia and Ukraine no na amanfo emu omu se omu ye kura ewi asisi kasem no omu di mu ntintima if we say omu supply most of the European country no gas even American kura we have a pipe from Russia coming to America. And sana emu wheat ni sa nneman enti sa ntokwa na eba ye no e ma sa nneman ni nyina no chimato eye den eba ho enti na all the western even American yete no minua unim be busumi enum etwa mu kosia na ye to no $2 no obekọ na aduru be $8 but ahana ye wo no de omu ne se nneman ne ba fom ne yete so a omo teso ye man Ghana so omo nye saa. And Americans so no say bio inflation ba and am say dollar no mo an etwa mo ade ni nti omo timi twa gum na yanso no yentimi nye enti e ba sa no ye reservoir sa bre no ye money inflows na eba na emma no e ma ye kotachi our reserve because e was a man for ye den e kra niema e ɛwɔ sɛ yɛma ɔmu sika enti ne nyinaa ka ho ɛna ma dollar no last year at this time no na dollar no tampo ɛkɔ but ɛnam sɛ party no yɛyɛ adwuma yɛpɛ sɛ ɔman no yɛyie no wohwɛ last year dollar no ɛduru almost bare $13,000 to $14,000 ɛte baafo moa ɛna anenam a memfa sɛ for quite about 5-6 months ɛda so gyina around 11 peg enti no meka kyerɛ Ghanafoɔ sɛ the only way a yɛbɛtumi a sustain yɛ country no a inflation dollar rate bɛba fam ne sɛ yɛmfa nhyɛ yɛ tiri mu sɛ yɛnyɛ system no sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a woyɛ custom officer sika a wogye gu botom no wagye a ɛdɔɔso ɛyɛ woyɛ police officer wokyi obi a ma yɛmfa no nkɔ court ne yɛmfa no na sika no ɛnkɔ government coffee mu baabi a wo bi a woyɛ adwuma no sɛ gyegye sika ma ɔman Ghana no yɛde nyame din pamokyɛw monye gye ɛfiri sɛ mofiri sɛ moyɛ ɔman no yɛne a ne yɛyɛ yɛ ho ɛfiri sɛ woatɔ kaa wogye sika no gu botom a hwan sika ne yɛde bɛkɔ akɔyɛ kwan
medase na ya wa kasa pa me amekɔ me nua bɛma Latif ho na afei yɛnhwɛ ne sei Latif sɛ yɛhwɛ mu yi a so far results no apie obia ani agye enche bia Electoral Commission of Ghana aba be kasa na watimi afa ade no sɛ ne yɛte ɔno a confirm who the winner is. But so far, 2 top notness and Asia in this competition. NPP, NDC. What the kind I can say, Dr. Bawumia, you be the fact that you're Muslim, no, and I say, or you're Islamic member. So where Rasa, Mahama, and Tessa, and does that really play a role in the top 4 in all the 4 regions in northern part, no? Say betimi amana stand it all. And now what do you think? Who will be the favorite for the 4 northern parts, no? When it comes to Mahama against Bawumia?
Thank you once again. And looking at this whole issue, no, as it stands now, no, I would say politics is all about interest. And Dr. Bawumia stand to get an edge over former President Mahama in the sense he Dr. Bawumia, because of the charisma, no, he relates well with even the non-Muslims to the extent hardly do you see even there's a church activity once he's been invited, no, he tries as much as he can to honor it. And politics is all about interest and representation. That is fair representation. Obiano ebesi ohun se mehu nipa wom ana se ye ekuo no se nipa kuo we have a voice. So based on that, now I would say Dr. Bawumia started this political ambition way too early. That is why anyone say he's getting 61% compared to previous contestants. No? So a very big match for the former President Mahama. Unlike if it had been a different person like Kennedy Japan or any of the other guys, Dr. Osaya Koto or any of the other guys, Dr. Bawumia has really marketed himself. I started telling people, said this was going to be a hands down match or game for Dr. Bawumia, but nipa dodo no relate the later Alhaji Aliu Mahama Nyamen Fanekra NCA situation, you know, to that of Dr. Bawumia. And I would say even though now political discussion and so easy and now accessible, unlike and they are data and internet easy now ultimate monitor no. Former late Vice President Alhaji Aliu Mahama, he wasn't the active type compared to Dr. Bawumia. Dr. Bawumia has the eyeballs. He's visible everywhere. Be it within the traditional setting or near him for one time I'm in home and talking good about him, and I said to myself, it's game over.
It's a done deal.
It's a done deal. Because once you are able to touch those heads, all things being equal, they have a voice, and their subjects automatically
listen to
them. And see, Dr. Bawumia and they are when this nod, no, he started doing it not just yesterday.
Looking at the numbers, we are saying here, northern regions, Nina 100% for him, as compared to other regions. No, now it will be a challenges. We share results now, so compare. Do you think, sir, truly, or the favorite, NPP no, and I say we feel it is a just because he started earlier, no, and a man of that kind of privilege, no.
Honestly speaking, Dr. Bawumia, and they so say yembo Ghanaian politician, me said dinya. He will be either within the first 2 or the first 3. It's obvious. Now the only challenger, me akase Obenya, this very administration, challenges as to the state of the economy and other pressing concern.
Which he is part
of it. Because once you are part of it, whoever wants to apportion blame and thinks you should be taking some of the blames has every right to do so. Left to that, baby Bia Ode Dr. Bawumia be fitting, he fits in. Like I told you, what they call the Christian
side
now, or
Muslim side,
Islamic side now, or not long ago there was this mosque, Kumasi Central Mosque. He played a very big role in getting it done. He was the first person to even pay or give donation to be able, over around 800 million OCDs, to be able to settle the land-related issue about the Central Mosque. Afterwards, he managed with his influence to get the place renovated. And like I keep saying, every group Biano person who said they are counted and recognized, and he's managed to touch almost every group, be it the Christian side, the northern side, the traditional heads. Like I made mention of Mampohene, Afashe be a consummate, he's there. And Obi Bia, they say a boy Bia did you come Bia?
Quick one, where the Mamenya electoral commissioner back now, yenti quick one, far from Joy. Now,
people like this, know that.
I'm saying, we share screen as well. There you who see, the collated result from the electoral commissioner. Very soon, the a whole report, at the Abremo. It's a sermon. Stay tuned. Send you kind a project here, Sana, you who said. Number said the 2 January, Sana, you who said, that's so, I don't see me patcho. Share and I want you a video and free. You pay tuning now on Sabekawa. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Latif, Mamma, we say this time it's not about NPP and DC. It's about Ghanaians deciding in 2024. Saudi, former President Mahama, Etutu, Dr. Bawumia, the Vice President. Why and officer ni yasi declare no president and now which of them stands tall in winning 2024 elections?
Yeah, like I said, Dr. Bawumia, that charisma,
over Mahama,
or that charisma, over Mahama. Over the years, I would say, NDC have spent so much time on over emphasizing on the possibility of Dr. Bawumia being sidelined instead of educating or telling Ghanaians what they have for Ghanaians. And then Dr. Bawumia enya the nod, I think they have to go back to the drawing board and revisit or map up a new strategy on the way forward. And things doesn't happen overnight. You say, their hands are somehow tied. Because all along, to them, there was no way Dr. Bawumia was going to be given the nod. So getting the nod, it's like, that's like they are somehow in disarray, if I get the word right. So they don't even know what to say now. And it will be very difficult to go back to the very people that you told them, so and so, or Dr. Bawumia, on no account will he be getting that approval. how do you reconvince the person that this person that I told you is not getting the approval, is getting approval? Now you need to cook a new format to be able to recapture and win the person to you. So I would say, honestly speaking, NDC wasted their time on overemphasizing on the possibility of Dr. Bawumia being sidelined instead of marketing to Ghanaians what they had for Ghanaians. And we know, in as much as there are issues in the country, which is obvious, but Ghana is not living in isolation. There are other factors too that has also affected us. Like we made mention about this and COVID, which is obvious. Even though we might say other countries or our neighbors or whichever country within Africa or whatever are doing better way than us, but it's an obvious fact that this COVID-related issue, Russia, Ukraine, unnecessary tension has also affected us in one way or the other. The mere fact that leaders even have to go for meetings and see how best an issue at stake like this Russian Ukraine issue had to be addressed by going meetings and other stuff. It takes away the extra time that they also even have to think about the welfare of their country. So you can't just say it's not affecting us. It's affected us. In as much as those things have affected us, it doesn't also be a justification to keep saying because of the Russian-Ukraine war or because of the COVID, we were not able to perform. We still have time to go. I believe in things can change in the next 1 year before the end of the administration. Ghanaians or any other person that is possible or about or will be voting just want to see something going on, and that can easily win his trust back to you. So it will be unfair to say based on MPP's performance it takes a hands down election for NDC. NDC is not coming in as a saint or their flag bearer, which is former President Mahama. It's not somebody that Ghanaians don't know. He's been there before. Most Ghanaians also experience his good and the bad side. So in as much as Dr. Bawumia is part of this very administration that has its own challenges, it doesn't make former President Mahama a saint. So it will be unfair to draw a conclusion that it's going to be a hands down victory for former President Mahama. We will say election 2024 will decide. We'll leave that for the electorate to decide. We will just be giving insight and sharing our viewpoint as to how we think it's most likely to go. So it's going to be, this is the real showdown. What happens within the NDC, MPP, NPP voting is just a minor version of the showdown. Now we're going to the major showdown. What I also say is I want MPP as a family, after this declaration of the winner, they need to all welcome each other, go back to the drawing board and start strategizing ahead of the upcoming election. By all means, one person will win. Like I said earlier on, even if it's in a classroom setting, there will be one person who will be the best of the whole class. All things being equal, per NPP delegates, what they are telling us is they have more confidence in Dr. Bawumia. So the hierarchy, the grassroots, and all branches of the party should come together, support him for a good cause. And we hope this will be a big turning point for the party. All misunderstanding, like we said, this has been one of the peaceful elections held in Ghana. After all the incident that happened in the first election, most of us registered our displeasure. We felt we had matured and those were the last thing to be seen. But it's a human society or human nature. You can't be able to control everyone at a go. So a big shout out to all the participants and the best of luck in future elections, and we wish them all the best. And with the electorate, what we are saying is don't just vote because a candidate or a political party promised this or that. Vote on what you can see visible that is going on. That can boost your trust and confidence about who will be the best candidates in come election 2024. So that is what I need to say.
Me that say nam say na okay officer NPP no I am more divisive until they need to sit up and reunite. And if so, is Dr. Bawumia the willpower? Does he have the willpower to do so? So I unite the people. Anna.
Yeah, Dr. Bawumia, like I said, is the new version of the showboy. He's more out there even than the president himself. And to have been able to campaign, get these numbers, all things being equal, I think his team will do better if they go back to the drawing board and strategize ahead of the upcoming election. Never say never, as the saying goes. Just as he has pulled a surprise, I wouldn't be surprised if he wins the general election. But it's too early to start talking about the general election. Let's just focus on MPP's election today by congratulating him, wishing him the best of luck in his political career. And like I said, NDC will have to also start re-strategizing this very night, because most of what they were saying, or their main campaign message, that was Dr. Bawumia wouldn't be giving the nod. Like my brother said, as quoted the president at home. So they need to go back and re-strategize.
But now someone never winning.
Oh, honestly speaking, I started saying Dr. Bawumia would lead the party based on what I saw.
Then I officer NPP, NDC, he has a person lead.
Was it then?
Why now? Say among the candidates, no officer, why pan a weak and easy for NDC to just overwhelm and go?
Ken would have been the most easiest.
Why?
Simply because of the brand Ken, it need that recognition. The brand Ken, so me crowd here. What I was saying, say maybe
despite all his ambitions, his reasons,
the brand
Ken, and the campaign message.
Yeah, the brand Ken, it need that recognition, because we're part of the world that we are brought up in a manner, certain utterances, you share it behind the scene,
right?
Not on main platforms like the way he goes about carrying himself. Maybe to me would be some a candid opinion. I will even say most of this vote that he had, are possible people that had even intended voting for Alan Kyerematen. We know there are people who are so close to their candidate and say beko go there, kokona. So they prefer say if their candidate is not there, and to them the nanka omopeso obani ni ho a omomfa ma no ebianse ne ba na meka say ohene ba ne de ne papa ti ase no. Alan Kyerematen lost the whole contest simply because the godfather any seen him. Dr. Bawumia has a godfather, which is the sitting president and the hierarchy of the party. That is not to say he hadn't performed. It's obvious. Nipa bebre kwa fi said Dr. Bawumia na president, because almost every function he's there, be it within the Islamic group, traditional setting, Christian community, baby school he's there. This victory Nadia, honestly, I'm very much sure say MDC for Abuto they are really in a confused state, because all their campaign message was centered on he wasn't going to be allowed. He's not an Akan or an Asante, and MPP doesn't support people from the north. And also, I don't like delving into it in the sense where you're setting now. You're connect a crana. And this will be because I as a Busimka. Until all this, in the end, Dr. Bawumia has been given the nod. So the Ebekane say they should support him at party level. And I'm happy, you made mention of a representative from the Ken camp has congratulated him. That's the beauty that's the beauty of democracy. Until we wish them well.
Okay, may I say, Mr. Latif Moro. My yanko quick one na yanko fa normal big Accra CCR from Accra Sports Stadium. Yenche NPP for Asia ewo Hasan Maba
where the NPP is set to declare Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as the winner of the election. He's here in the company of his son, Mr. Japan, as well as the Deputy Majority Leader Alexander Afenyo Markin.
one. Dabi, a vote there. Funny, I vote on Kennedy. Dabi, come back.
This is the true spirit of FP. That's right. FP is the true spirit. We are united forever. Now, let's welcome Honorable
Okay. Okay, Komono, Enchibia, Yabeko, NPP headquarters, na Yako Akofa, the air coso, no Eddie Abba. But then, Mami ko Mazu ho na imeni chuchun komo. Mazu, my question to you, no, actually will have to do with, say you share, we say, yes, you share, say, region by region coalition, and as a reporter, about so far, say, ushaya. What does that tell you? Say, meaning, if you have the numbers now, may I elaborate? Yeah.
Well,
now we have about 16 regions, correct?
Yeah.
Good. Do you have the results?
Well, I have the results just off head, so
Okay.
we can go into them one after the other.
What does that tell you?
Well, it tells you that there are places that Kennedy won. Place like Volta region, he swept massively.
Right.
He did extremely well there. When you go to Central region, that is his home region.
Right.
He did extremely well.
Right.
So what that one tells you is that when you are embarking on any political discourse, you do not have to play with your base. The home region you are coming from, you have to let the people understand your policy, your concept, every single thing that you have to do. So when you take Ashanti region, Kennedy was banking his hope in Ashanti region. Unfortunately, I mean, Ashanti region do not really subscribe to the policies and program that can really roll out. Number 3.
Now, before you go on, no,
yeah,
on say home base, no air county.
Yeah.
But this is the situation, say, Adainimo from Asante Mampong, even lost.
He lost miserably.
Oh.
Akutosai, a son of a former chief linguist of the Asante Kingdom,
Right.
lost Poto. Exactly. What it tells you is that the delegates of the MPP are so much aware of who they want to be the leader of their party. There's no disputation about the fact that the MPP delegates were clear in their mind who they want to lead them. Now, you asked Minia Abdul Latif about the political influence of if Mahama is brought up with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. You see, when you go to the NDC camp, they have what they call, they adopt or imply and employ what they call reverse psychology approach. And there, they are saying, oh, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, he's a bad guy, he's so a lot of stories are coming up. But that is the candidate they are most afraid of. They'll be doing to say, oh, Mahmoud Bawumia dia oba say record. He is the champion, or he is managing the economic management committee. And he oba, because the economy is in bad shape, will be able to outsmart him. But frankly speaking, that is the most dangerous person in the field of NDC.
What makes him dangerous?
Good. That is what I'm about to tell you.
Tell me.
When you look at the constituencies and region-based politics that we have in our country, the stronghold of NDC is Northern Region and Volta region. The Voltarians are voting NDC massively, and some part of Northern Region are voting them massively. But look at these statistics. When you ask Abdul Latif, I just wrote it down. OJ, take a look at 1996, because 1992 MPP didn't participate in the parliamentary election. Right. It was only dominated by NDC. But 96 we participated. In Northern region, that is the region where Bawumia and ex-President Mahaman is coming from. NDC had 9 seats, whilst MPP got only 3. When you come to 2000 general election, NDC had 12 parliamentary seats against 2 of the NPP. Now, when you come to 2004, NDC dominated and NPP had only 2 constituencies. When you come to 2008, look at what happened. NDC had 12 parliamentary seats as against 3 of the MPP. 2012, they had 12 against 3. 2016, they had 11 as against 3. But when it came to 2020 general election, MPP and NDC are running neck to neck. MPP had 9 seats and that of NDC also had 9 seats. Ever since His Excellency former president took charge of NDC, their political popularity kept on dwindling in the northern Ghana. Ni percentage no tempia na etisuba. And MPP are rather doing what? Going up. So that tells you, in the stronghold of NDC, MPP is able to penetrate through the illustrious sound of the north. The most hated person within the NDC is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. They don't even talk about President Akufo-Addo. Every single item enkoye Emma MPP Efe Bawumia chain. So from day one, they are aware their nightmare is going to be Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, but they adopted and employ what psychologists refer to as reverse psychology. You are afraid of somebody, but you are doing as if you are not even afraid of him. On the empathy, no. And certainly, these are the reasons why NDC is afraid of him. Having done with the northern region, come to think of the Zongo community. Latif has given a very good input. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Kumasi Central Mosque. It's not even that he has helped. As a matter of fact, he single-handedly sponsored every single project. Ekoso. Wobame Krum, Pro West, Prime. We're building brand new mosque at the Amaye.
Capacity number saying
5,000.
Wow.
5,000 seater capacity. Mekachro, Wuba Praya. And you know what happened? From 1992 up to 2016. Prime constituency. In other words, Pro West. It was Pro district. So them say me call contest. Right. Ningna I don't want to talk much about that. Fear
delegates.
Not necessarily fear delegates. So I don't want to talk about it because what made me lose is not about the delegates did not have faith in me. It went solely on tribal politics. You know, the person who won me came from a tribe that dominates in the voter register. So in that aspect, if even I bring every single item in US and give it to them, they are not going to vote for me. So in that kind of politics, you don't have to keep on wasting money trying to do something which is undoable. Not until the people realize that, listen, we have to put our tribe aside and look at a competent individual who can champion the cause of the party. Okay. Because of that, I've never even spoken about, the primaries and what happened. But the most interesting aspect of it is that from 1992 up to 2000, the constituency is dominated by NDC. My coming into politics, we have won that seat. The seat now belongs to MPP. The guy I contested, I helped him, came down with energy, with resources, spent everything because ono wanti Hausa kasa no. Na constituency no, uba the constituency capital. Omu nyina yesrenfo. That is where I was born, bred, schooled. My dad is a prominent member of the community. They know him very well. So, in fact, I held the rally. Almost I dominated 98% of the campaign. I did all those things. I say this with pride. And the candidate is all well aware of that. And he call for DC. I mean, I was shortlisted.
Wow.
Yes. Before the announcement of the DCE, everybody know. I'm saying this on air. Everybody know Mazu Muftar was the DCE for Pro. To the extent that they called the chief. Omahin a okrum and offer me ban palace. That is another way. Let's put that one aside. I think another time we talk about it so much. Let's dwell on John and Bawumia getting to 2024. So when you come to the Zango community, my constituency is one of them. It has now fallen from NDC into the camp of MPP. We are now controlling.
Let me just
go ahead.
interrupt a little bit. So we share the Zongo community no.
Yeah.
I'm say Latif Kasano or Mami, one or two things be Mami who say Bawumia being an Islam.
A Muslim.
Mahama. I'm talking about the religion, no per se.
Yeah.
Yes. Now Mahama being a Christian. It could be one of the criteria. Be at some point, Bawumia will definitely overrule, and I say obetimi awini over Mahama in certain points. What are the criteria? Criteria now feel say be a timi betimi a better factors a betimi account the victory of Bawumia over Mahama in the northern sector. Minister, ultimate question as here.
Matthew. Question nasi papa.
Oh dear, the entire maybe sounds asking.
Yeah.
In your analysis,
yes,
as to why you lost,
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
O can say, o contender no, now competitor.
Yeah.
No. But say the background no, more dominant.
Yeah.
Ewo.
Now we are concomba for.
Concomba.
Yeah.
Right. So this wise, Mahama as compared to Bawumia, yenhwe say bibi sha ebetimi asi. What are other factors of face and me are consider? And I say ma Bawumia ehunye din in the northern sector than Mahama.
Now you see, when you take the ethnic dynamics of northern Ghana, we have a tribe we call Moli Dagbani. And this Moli Dagbani.
What does that mean? Moli
Dagbani, that is the mother. They say uka akan. Say akan enye kasabako.
Right.
And to Moli Dagbani, that is the mother tribe of majority of the northerners. You have the Gombes, we have Mampusi people, we have Nanumbes. You understand? We have the Moses. So these are people that are captured in almost every part. When you go to Aramboko, Mampusis are there, Moses are there. You understand? The Gombes are there. Coming back to the coming back to what is it? The eastern corridor where the Mampusis are, the Nanumbes are. If that is what is going to happen, if it's a conditional statement, if that is what is going to happen. The Gonjes cannot compare themselves in terms of numerical strength to that of the Moli Dagbanis. Gonja is one tribe, but the Moli Dagombes are
more dominant.
Exactly.
And who is the Moli Dagomba?
Pardon?
Which of them?
What is it?
Bawumia.
Bawumia. He comes from the Mampusi.
And Mahama from the Gonja.
From the Gonja side.
Which is a less number.
Yes. I'm only analyzing this per the question you've asked me.
Right.
You understand? So the Moli Dagomba or the Moli Dagbani are the mother tribe. So comprising a lot of. So today, if Bawumia speaks Mampurli, I understand him very well. My mother is a Dagomba woman. I understand what any Mampursi man who says anything, I understand. And any Dagomba man who speaks, a very careful Mampursi man understands him. I have never spoken English with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, even though he speaks fluent Dagbani. Even though
What language do you speak with?
we speak Dagbani. Yeah, he's a Mamprosi, but my mom is a Dagomba, and I'm a Hausa man. You understand?
Okay.
So a mixture of a lot of things to coming
Right.
together.
So how many languages do you speak
I speak
in the
about
northern region?
in the northern region. I speak 3 languages:
Which are
the
Dagbani, Mamprusi,
Mamprosi,
and Hausa.
and that Nanumba.
but you speak Hausa too.
That is the language I am more competent.
So why do you say 3?
No, you talking.
I'm
The
asking
other
about
time-
3 the northern languages
Go.
that you can speak.
The other time, no,
Oh,
take
okay.
your time.
That is an
Take
international
your time.
language.
Good.
That's true.
The other time, I told you there's difference between a Northerner and a Zango man. Do you remember? I said
Yes,
it
I
here?
remember that.
But we didn't have time to go into
go
that.
there, okay.
So we will have time to explain all these things at going forward.
But
you understand?
So Hausa is not a northern
No,
language.
you cannot even classify Hausa as a northern language. We have a lot of northerners who are typically alien when it comes to Hausa. They cannot even speak Hausa.
I see.
A classical example is the wife I married. Yeah, before I was married, she cannot even, when you tell her, come in Hausa, she doesn't know. Yes. I picked her when Zo, she could not even understand what Zo means. Yes.
No,
But
it's cry. Me kwa me yard ye chen.
No, we are the crutch.
Aish.
One day partner no.
Me ina ji Hausa so say so.
Nasadi, nasadi, can't
Allah.
tell.
Aish.
So now, what happened is, if we are going to go by the formula you are drafting, clearly MPP should be rejoicing before December 2024.
A done deal.
It's a done deal.
Okay.
Now, before I even go there, do you know at the backyard of Yagbangura, that is the overlord of the Gonja,
Right.
MPP is controlling that seat?
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you,
Then that's going to affect Mahama.
it has affected him. That it's not going to affect. It has affected him already. Abu Junapo is the MP for
the Gonjas.
for Damango. That is the capital city of Gonja land. Yes, we have made a lot of inroads within his own catchment area. Now, going from now, we almost have about 30 months to election 2024. Anything can change. Reference to the economy. That is the only tool the MPP is struggling to put our house together in order to be able to advance our argument towards 2024. But apart from that, we really do not have any problem.
Yenhwe ahochira ewo ho sisi na as compared to say I think say Dr. Bawumia Ababedru ho enche bia ye be call ni akofa report
No problem.
But before then no mami say a question way say Ghana ahochira say omukomu
Yeah.
Odiba Dr. Bawumia be ka ho ana obe every
Oh, definitely.
Dr. Ababedru na wa no NPP atade kama ya o church ya
enu na me catch am. That is where
Hakma Usu Ajima.
Exactly.
Penifo na me hu ti say Esla Usu so wa hage no sisi o church ya na me hu ti say
Nana bi kura mic no.
Wasai yes me hu say Frema Opare and wachi JFK so ya oko nanim ogusu church ya the next
that is what makes us MPP.
Yemfa voice ni kakra.
Yes, for the voice no kakra gum.
And any moment from now, what we want to see is the vice president deliver a speech to the team in NPP supporters who are here
Now,
today.
before
it is
even
not
this,
like-
did you ever believe that there will be an occasion where people will gather this way?
No.
Yes,
Yeah, no, dear.
that is what makes us MPP. We
We
are the Dorians of democracy. Listen, it is in our blood.
No. More breaking for hearts power.
Oh yeah,
And
which is why
shocking me. I'm being frank with you.
which is why we should not make any mistake in pronouncing 2024 election to the NDC.
MPP. Oje team. NDC has never beaten MPP with more than 3%, apart from Rawlings. 1992, it was just a stolen verdict, and 96. It was a stolen verdict, no doubt about that. 1996, Jerry did very well, but after Jerry went on from 2000, Waba. Very soon you see Kennedy Bejono no podium also. Yes,
Kennedy is there already. I think so Shimwa say Dr. Kra Peso Kochiano enti yenhwe Honorable Kennedy Japan di kan buy afeina. Yes. Yes.
What na
running Musa Betima running mate ana.
That one is not really possible.
So
possible.
But
you see,
despite the surprise what pulling in.
Yes, it's not possible.
What can you that?
In Ghana contest election, there be a new bidder, but I'm saying this with authority. Our vice, or in other words, our running mate is coming from the Ashanti region.
Oh, sir.
Oh, yes, we're taking somebody from Ashanti region. Now,
confirmed.
Yeah, this one, that's what I'm saying.
Confirm.
I'm telling you with authority.
Breaking news. No, your running mate, Dr. Bawumia's running mate, is going to come from Ashanti region as a spokesperson for Dr. Bawumia in the North America.
I'm saying this with every degree of certainty that our vice presidential aspirant is coming from Ashanti region. It is too early for me to even come out with a name, but I'm telling you.
But you know the name already.
I know the person.
Do you want to whisper to my ears?
No, I wouldn't.
I will keep it to myself.
No, I wouldn't do that.
But it's from Ashanti.
Always, whenever I tell you something, you see, it comes to pass, right? Our running mate is coming from Ashanti region. No doubt about that. Strategically, I think it is fair to do that. And strategically, we have already made a decision that when Bawumia wins, the running mate is coming from Ashanti region, specifically Kumasi.
A traditional decision.
It's a traditional decision. I like the word. It's a traditional decision. One say, yes. One say, your friend is saying, Mima some historical information be after from 1969 when the tradition was going into the 1969 general election. That's so. By that time, Ghana was not using this system of governance. It was using parliamentary system of government. The election that brought in K. Buzia, they were using presidential system of government. By that, after the winning of the election, the president will come from parliament. You will have somebody who will contest the election. Buzia contested, but then the president came from parliament, who is the father of the current sitting president. Now, after that, 1979 election, Victor Osu partnered with Tolang Alassane Yakubu, as I said earlier on. We couldn't win. We could not win the election. So all what I'm trying to tell you is that it is not a constitutional injunction, but it is what? A convention within our party. That whenever we have a southern leader, the vice should come from the north. Whenever we have north, the vice should come from the south. And looking at the political, topography of Ghana, Ashanti region, especially when it comes to the support of our party, we get a chunk of our majority coming from there.
That's the headquarters.
That's the headquarters of the party. So it sounds well when Bawumia goes there and select our running mate.
So does that does that also add to the tradition you guys have been practicing as Dankwa Dombo Busia?
Yeah,
tradition?
it's
so
cement-
now from the Dankwa going back to Dombo and the Busia, which should be the Ashanti next. So as a more project say, so after the North, no, there should be somebody from Ashanti.
Where dear and you say party no shada na a draw you say when it comes to Dankwa it should go to Buzia, it should go. No, it's not like that. It is not something that it just came by accident of coincidence.
Accident?
Yes, by accident of coincidence. Yeah. Bawumia has not been elected as a flag bearer of the MPP because he's a Northerner. No, he's elected based on his merit.
Left to merit and so they are making me I can say and they try how much they will see enka ebi Bawumia ke mboni din to abama no
Adente.
yes I which Ghana for
Make up his individual merit, what he's bringing on board, what he's bringing on table.
not to the party or the country.
That is exactly what he's bringing to the table means that what he's bringing to the party. He has brought a lot of transformational agenda to the party, and that is the table I'm referring to.
Digitization and what?
A lot of those kind of stuff,
Digitization and what?
and a lot of those kind of stuff.
For instance,
Now, when it comes to the issue of a running mate who will partner to go into election 2024,
I think the president of Ghana is also arriving.
Good.
Wababe Drew Ehwa Ochechiana Oremu Omomane Kwine.
that is the tradition that is bequested on the current generation. It's unfortunate that things happen that way, and almost whenever this thing happen, we come back as a united
Mr. President,
people.
the chair, Honorable Ken, and I'm so no, and Obio Jina no Seno, Mammy, I know, I'm so or Mutini champion, I feel no
Bawumia na mom na ekotina kenchen because
hey, politician, Bawumia mum na eden.
Na ekotina kenchen
That has
because
been the arrangement, so much share that.
Kennedy aba ansa na Bawumia bae ana God.
Yeah, voice kakra.
Okay, yeah.
Is expected to be the one to succeed the president.
Everybody is happy.
So you can see the
Against the whimsical beliefs of the NDC.
Party who are here in their numbers and join
People never envisage this kind of
actually
stuff.
clamoring for
And
this
that
new
is
moment
NPP.
where they will get a new leader who is going to lead them into the 2024 election. I can tell you, Evans, every person.
It's a
who
mature
matters
political
within the
party.
New Patriotic Party is here at the Accra Sports Stadium. The president, the vice president, Kennedy Japan, Francis Adainimo, Dr. Owusu Kuyakuto say these four persons who went into the race together with the vice president, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, have all taken their seat and they are all sitting together. If you look at the sitting arrangement from the podium, you have the vice president, you have Kennedy Japan, you have Dr. Anthony Akotose. They are all seated together as a queue to signal the New Patriotic Party's unity and their resolve to win the 2024 elections. Already the signals have been clear that breaking the 8 is going to be an arduous task since the 1992 election. No political party has won more than 2 elections successively. The NDC did try 2000, they were booted out of power. The NPP came in between 2000 and 2008. They lost the 2008 election. The NDC came in from 2009 to 2016 and they also lost the election. And then 2017 to 2024 will be the New Patriotic Party in office. And we expected that the New Patriotic Party's resolve to break the 8 is going to start from now as the President of the Republic greets the teaming supporters of the New Patriotic Party who have all come in here in their numbers. And so any moment from now, this program will get underway here at the Accra Sports Stadium, Evans.
The beautiful Rebecca. We are live.
Okay, very soon, I'm saying the president and the candidate elect, Ebeba Bekasa, until that, Yemfa live feeding in free Ghana emba. Yendi and common ewa ha say. Now Mazu now kasana mekate o.
Na me bisa say one name the concept of political baramzoomed.
Political what?
Baramzoomed.
Baramzoom.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
God, a baramzoom is a Hausa word. I don't know. Latif, do you know baramzoom? Yes. We use it to flog people. Yes. Abum. Yes.
Oh.
Eddie. Yes. It's a skin of animal that they put together. Yes, so that they'll be in the concept. Yes.
Hey, yeah, the abo.
Ne di bon
ama. Ne baramzoom.
Yeah, no baramzoom no.
Political baramzoom. This is one I'm opening.
Me explain it Asambiba.
Okay.
At the Kofredua Congress of the NDC, we had prominent members of their party who were baramzoomed. That led to Francis Essien exiting the party. It was that same Congress that Obeda Samwa exited. And up to now, Obeda Samwa has not rejoined the NDC. The same thing, Francis Essien, she's still with us. So you see, MPP can do all that kind of political shenanigans.
Alan is gone.
No, Alan, we have no problem with him.
Why?
But trust
so
me.
Are you going to bring him back?
Trust me, Alan is coming back.
Sure?
There's no, he has no. Oh,
Mazu.
First of all,
is it a prophecy or baramzoom talk?
First of all, Alan has no luxury of alternative when it comes to political party activities in our country. He'll come back to NDC. MPP. History has it that. Now, what Johnny last time? Once so was I buy.
Now say any one farm basso movement view. Once so Johnny first time. There wasn't anything like Afafanto movement.
Yes.
This time there's a movement.
Oh, let me even tell you one thing and educate our listening audience.
Baramzoom.
Oh yes. Alan going to form an independent movement is a very good. If he had formed a political party, if that is where we will have a problem. But going as an independent, and our records, our political history tells us that no candidate, an independent candidate, has ever scored even 1%. So Alan, ever since he broke away and went on, gave out ideas. The reason why he's leaving the party, you've never even heard of him for more than 2 weeks now. Alan Asambio.
Medemate.
Oh, him.
Okay, so
when?
Oh, your interview. So he's still on the radio. I think that was 4 days or 5 days ago.
On what subject?
Sir, only they were selling the movement and ideas. Of course. He's selling his ideas.
The movement. Alan, we have every conviction that Sammy Kacho is rather unfortunate that nice gentleman left the party. You remember I used another word. He doesn't have political endurance. We will bring him back. And immediately after announcing Bawumia as the standard bearer of MPP, less than a week, I'm telling you today, less than a week. Today is 4th, right? Between this 4th to 15th of this month, Bawumia will visit Allah.
Between
4th to 15th of this month, Bawumia will pay visit to Allah. Bawumia will pay visit to each of the flag bearers. Oh, same sabaha.
No,
don't ever invite me for any because
it's written and said, quoted and endorsed.
Bawumia will reach out to Alan.
This from now to
15th of this very month. Oh, first of all, he will go and then sit with him.
For what?
We are still deliberating for him to come back. He's an access to the party. We still need him. We still want him.
Why?
Nobody can say Alan is an is a dispensable
No,
asset.
be only political endurance there.
No. There's difference between having endurance and your credibility. He's a credible person.
But
Very credible. Endurance. Now, going to election 2024, we cannot afford to even lose 1%. No. We
Every
cannot
vote
afford.
counts.
Every single vote counts. It's a crucial election that will determine the future of our country.
That's what you say all the time.
That's what I
And
say.
we still don't see our future. Our future is sinking in the hands of the politicians.
My bre.
You go explain tire.
My bre.
Okay, but me free man to say that. Yeah, wait the last hour na me share. You repair na the speech, ato na just say yeah, sorry, the aqua and isa. A lot of education are coming up, saying you say what we should expect in 2024.
Yeah.
Now the road is clear. So it's a competition between two top northerners. Yeah, this time there.
You see, I really don't want us to go on that target.
So I mean, kind of two northerners, no?
Yes, because election has been held between Southern people. Prof. Mills.
No, I think don't get it twisted.
Yes.
But this is the first time, to me.
Oh yeah, not to you. It is something which is even in.
It's a historic election.
Yes. In the history of our country.
Right. So
but I don't want it to go that way.
We understand how Madina you're born.
Debbie.
No. Tell me if I'm lying.
No, it's not a lie. It's something
truth,
which
right?
is true.
Exactly. So
for the first time in the history of our country, we will be having two strong northerners whose parents have shaped and guided the political discourse of our country. No disputation about that fact.
Right.
But you see, always when we go to election and we have a southerners running between themselves, we've never described it that way. That is where my problem is coming from.
No, I don't think the sounding part, it's always been two different regions.
Yeah.
Yanka regional.
Don't go there.
I have four regions, but very unified.
No, don't
and
even
uniform.
Okay.
Electoral Commission about be declared results. But before I say me call no, just allow me.
Yes, I will allow you. I'll give you
time. Oh, me contempt.
Oh,
let's go. Electoral Commission.
Okay.
Report.
No problem.
Yeah, but she see na just say yeah the whole seminar.
Please, we want to entreat all of you to go and check on your name. The purpose is for you to know your polling station, effect corrections if it be. If there's any inclusion, you request for it. If you know anybody who has passed away after registration, please help us to clean the register. We have also introduced the short code *713*81#. That without even going to the polling station, you can check on your details. But in case you key in that short code and there's anything that you want to effect, you will have to go to the district office where you are a voter to effect the necessary changes. This is the greetings from the Electoral Commission. On behalf of the chairperson and the entire commission, we want to congratulate you for the support you gave us in the supervision of your work. Without much ado, I will go straight to the business. As you are aware, 4 people contested, and these are the results. Candidate number 1, Ken Onhinen Ejapong. He had 71,996. Mahmoud Baumia, 118,210. Owusu Afriye Akoto, 1,459. Francis Aden Nimo, 781. Total valid votes, 192,446. Total rejected ballots, 900. Total vote cast, 193,346. By your constitution, for somebody to be declared a winner, the person should have 50% plus. And by our computation, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia had 91.47%. Sorry, 61.47%. 61.47%. So, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is duly elected as your flag-bearer going to 2024. Thank you very much.
Come like a kite. Me come to them like some kite.
The EC will hand the official results to the national chairman.
Forever and ever, I'll be a leader. Forever and ever, I'll be a teacher.
Thank you very much, the Electoral Commission. Very wonderful job executed by the Electoral Commission.
Yes.
Excellent job executed by the Electoral Commission.
Very excellent.
Electoral Commission, Bomabaso, Ghana Police. Ya Bomabaso, Maya dear pa, Maya dear.
Oma Bojuma.
Straight into action.
Oma Bojuma.
The party at the Juma Eshe Presidential Elections Committee, sir. Now, we shall call on the chairman, Committee Naya Jumapa. And this is the Presidential Elections Committee, led by the very respected former Speaker of Parliament, the very respected Professor Mike Okoye, to deliver brief. We kakrabi enya kasabebre, be kasaka krabi adi ache. Munya dede ema Presidential Elections Committee. The Presidential Elections Committee. The Presidential Elections Committee.
On say my shade bia na we will bia wo hwe we no ti on fan tu no hofo. So we a supporter ema any politician yeah for our dream mo follow and for our command near chire. Very dangerous. Ade ba ko me ho ni se wo hwe sene omu no a omu yi akandifo no omu hie mpo a onho no oka na wonji won hu tum na osere na odi won komo no na ye tie akiri no ye kontokwa. How does it sound to us? Sebi anes ame ya nkwasiafo ya na me ejimifo ebinum timi ya mombufu mo obi twe sekan twituo ekum no yonko because of obi hu donti. Nice. It's very good to love someone, but always let's be cautious how we follow them. Follow them with your mind, not that of your heart. Because if you follow with your heart, you will do certain things that you would regret later on. Look at how beautiful these people are looking right now. I see Dr. Bawumia and Ken. Yeah, almost this is here. No, I think say we face an air corner. Something very, very clean and nice. But and I'm waiting to one way. We will be crying and because we support to Ken, we support to Bawumia. So when some of Munano will be a number no or can find a young call. But the young shady air course me pacho follow politicians or any political figure be out with your mind, not that of your heart. Nyame nshira wo so wetie. Latif yan question na 24 ansana the presidential candidate elect no ababe kasa Mr.
Aside the issue of peacefulness, no, another issue, and I say another big plus also has to do with the usual issue of money changing hands in politics. What we mean
any antics, chatters,
unlike before, no, especially last year or prior to 2020 election, this MP elections,
right?
We saw a lot of money
crazy,
money changing hands,
money crazy. What I use is our Alaji Shwari, baby, I know what say money crazy.
Money crazy, it's true. Some were even giving gifts of bicycles, fridges, and other stuff. And honestly speaking,
that's what you say. Cars in Mwachibi.
No, say what we the can say. You see a new one and time. Yeah, unlike how it was done in the past, it's been a big improvement. Say nipa no kura ama any limelight. No, I can say what. You say and the usual.
I know Dr. Baumia Fedro.
The usual.
I'm saying of Fedro. Ni minimum
The usual concern.
Or Tafredro and Sakwano Timiakasa.
The usual concern and they say evidence. You say until say one evidence, I just say obi di sikam obi ni ade no untimi enyina so.
And I catch Alaji Shwari so become money crazy by hunu evidence.
Yeah, this has been a big improvement and said the Sikano for a political party with a lot of people to go through this whole process peacefully, a big plus. We hope say other political parties
will learn from that.
And so we'll take a big lesson from it because at the day we trim wa kamile to kwa beba bia no ani empe because e kira sem no who said ye obetimi a control until say nationwide election of this sort I go successfully say danya mi ase say election committee no ne mpanyimfo no clearly o ma ye adwuma pa nti wa mon koso na nkoso because at the day Ghana ebe call to the top no at the nyina ya hoho ahoa
I love that
because nke be wie bibi say na news you call all over say election ko wie no ntokwa ne ade a it doesn't speak well of the brand Ghana no nti they really put up an enviable sort of thing that needs applause.
Thank you.
Now the best I can say we hope say this will be a turning point of the party. We all know the sort of challenges work more unless say you don't want to speak to facts. We hope say ombeba together because mostly say election be say edam money ma and it takes away most of the attention. I'm very much convinced that they say now we know the akoto no they'll be able to come out together so that things will improve. Because normal improve because we beat Ghana no for say no na technically or embedding. So we wish them all the very best and your prayers in Yina say your bonfire say election 2024 no Yina no eba be do near tinkwam your tinkwam so and go smoothly. Ghana no the Yina no wish say normal be koyi. Say ye cry nkotena wa de omo ho no so no ensan embedding ye say ye moa nti a good plus nyame moa na bibia obibia no adwen pa wo magana no nyame moa na emra peye so we wish them the best.
Medase mame ko nana ya obi a wo chia na ensan na yakwa na TV because me say am should be
say there me fellow me chia a friend is Dr. Baumia me chia Dr. Baumia for a good job done and the supporters ni nyina no o my adwuma pa and chia kese so ema ekoma delegate no so omo comport to omo ho akyerɛ sɛ wei no ɔmbɛ so odi party n'anim ɛnkɔyɛ watwimi wakame biara no ɛyɛ a big plus deɛ ɔmo tie yɛn so no yɛdeɛ nyame na ayɛ adom ne ɛtia ɛhyɛ yɛ view so ɔmo nso no wɔ concerns biara topics bi ne adeade no ɔmo feel free na share with us so the be nyina de betimi engage each other. Now we have a successful program. So make it lapses being so draw your attention na intimi emfa no man to we are not all knowing as perceived no. Ti me de man no be sia.
That's say I'm say General Secretary no kasa.
History. Today what has happened? History. In our history, the New Patriotic Party is no more and can never be tagged as an account party. Because today, we have the flag bearer who come from the northern part of the country.
That's right.
Is it necessary?
That shows the national character of the New Patriotic Party. We are waiting to see the day that Yanum will also elect an Akan presidential candidate.
That Yanum. Oh, politicians. Oh, yo.
As we have gathered here today, Mr. Chairman, Mr. President, I want to use this opportunity to thank national officers for the immense sacrifice, for the immense commitment that they showed.
Nana ya mame ko na ye na yemfa komono nsi nti final statement na yen sorry.
Final statement ni mejina nsembusa bia obusa amenia we mu. Oh na o
ben o mic na mame.
Na o ka Dr. Bawumia. On se bio se bibi da wani so a wo ye ho adwuma. Dr. Bawumia eba se opeso di MPP anim na emre bi ba watimi agina se party Franka Kununi no obejina Franka Tufo no o hyase ye ho adwuma tentem me be kire bi mu ohun se onya kan ni but ono ene akanfo miensa na me fan se me de alantrematin kura e ka ho a omo upese ohun akwaside dodo a omo koya Dr. Bawumia baby tu omo nyina na se kasa akwaside a sabi otumfo edi akwaside a enye wono no hu e ya santeman ene eden edi akwaside no enti se Bawumia okọ akwaside a ohini bi be free waware se rara aba obi be free banda aba obi be free sampa aba enti oba no be hu se sabio Bawumia
honorable adenimo so kasa o mama na akwanya no se on kasa nti mesrewa we there Mwadaro
Nana Akufo-Addo and his wife, the Vice President of the Republic and flag bearer elect of the New Patriotic Party.
That's right.
H.E. Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and his wife, the Chief of Staff, the National Chairman of the party, the Chairman and members of the Presidential Elections Committee. I do recognize all other protocols. Tonight is also another great day in the history of the New Patriotic Party. We have made history, and this history will remain in this party. We want to thank first and foremost the Creator of the universe for giving us this day, that we are gathered here to adore our newly elected flag bearer and leader of the New Patriotic Party. Let me take the opportunity formally to congratulate
Emre bi me hu se okọ ema otumfo kura se wafa ne se ni adopted word son abra omame efiri mu no okọ asante hima wo ema maame no de ne nsa eye den egu no so Bawumia ebre ne ho ase show aya na ehu yenhwe obaye no efiri so obeye vice president say this year ena me hu say odi ni birthday no odi call children home say no Kumasi ba ni nyina no ofre woni Father Campbell weja nkwatafo aya obia mfa wo mo no odi na ba wo mu fie na ono ane ne yere ene amanfo aserve wo mo aduane ama wo mo ani agi so into yo bia obre ne ho ase
enya crocodile John di
no
enya ni anana de ko fufu ansa no be president
no
hey Brian
debi
politicians
enya politicians
mo pede a mo bre mo ho ase
enya sa he
nti ono no ambition nti no sha sa ade na se
tie ohun say ambition no Joseph no catch was nyame man so say o de me ba ni nuanom besom no all can enye so na nyame de ni be ye adwuma but that was the ambition na nyame edi dua ni mu enti mani gi Joseph hu say abra ni nuanom ba ya ono de ade show o say
na Joseph ba wumia
o say me mo sobo afei na mahu say ade o mu ye no say na nyame eye nhihye ya ba wumia no me de bia me kan o me ka say we prophetic president to come through MPP for Mother Ghana. People should accept it. Entina, the niema na Kennedy Japan kafa no hu bia no. It was not working.
You interest right?
Adentira because na de no ya na akweso obi a wonam afro mu na opese upie. O ya ne na etwon. Enti de me kan say MPP for mumie nyina yemfa adwene ni akoma kro enta papa nachi yeni a yewa akwantuo mu no yenim akwantuo mu sane ye bere ansa na ye nyasika yenim enhyehyeye yewa akwantuo mu entimi gidi ye se ye na ete ha no yewo adwem susuye ne adwempo a ye de beboa doctor na me de me pese ye boa titru ni se ye ni doctor menim se menua we ti ho no obema ya kwan aka ama ya ka bibi atu doctor asum
ba jo record unto be send am
efri say
afuto be na wo man
kwan a ye woni say ye ni doctor ebehia na ya bopo Ghana ye haw nyina ne say kwan a ye betimi afa so ama sika da abaye futuo mu na ye betimi ayusu diasporans no na ye didi agi so adwuma no na me gidi ye say ye hia doctor near the sa adwempone mana ebedu within the next 5 years no and now within the first 1 year no we don't need to go to the World Bank and the IMF for loan. We can take care of ourselves and if you can say achievable.
Okay, it's possible.
It's possible. The be say the American ye hia ye de nukuredie
so kasa ba kasa ye tie
ye de nukuredie ene beye enti doctor aba no wosaye digital man no ye be man na use sa digital no ne ama we are now going to start working hard.
I thought you were supposed to be an economic man instead of a digital man.
No, economy and digital it all goes. So if you are economic man, now we name a choir obetimi dey raise fund. You can never.
Yeah, that's it.
And you know, yebema, yanso yedawa se. Ye bompa ye esre nyankopon hira ne nkoso edema edinkra.
Amen.
Amen. Say dwumadi a wudi no nyame betokoso apejao no apejamu na bedrumre bi kura no na ye bie big studio ya fa amanfo bebra.
That's right.
Yeah employ wo.
Nice one.
Nyame emasa aboshe no enye dey.
Amen.
Emrem.
Amen.
Ena se na minu aka ya no nyansa no eni baaku fo trim. Enti obi biara wo nyansa adwempo a ye de beboa ye man Ghana no. Ukoye Facebook page a ubetimi de akoto so na wasre ye mpanyini a odaya no a oboaboa ya no de yen bedi dwumadie MC OG the one and only Vincent OG now they are tunanim na ye amaye nyina efri se me kase Ghana fo a ye wa kontuo mu no edo a ye wo maye man no enye dokitwa efri se wo fo Ghana fo mu wa kontuo mu ye mududo no ye vacation na ye kon Ghana enti e kire se ye do ye man Ghana na ade a ye hia ne se mesre munua yenua no mo a mo Ghana mo tie ye mo ma yen sisa yesu ne ye ban ya dwene ye ma no kuredie honhom enwura ye mu wo ya na mo tuo bi a ye tun ne yenwene oman Ghana enkoso na se ye dwene oman Ghana enkoso a oman Ghana nso ebedwene ye yiedie ho na ma ye ma enchirima na beka se eduru mmere bi no ye mpanimfo mo baaya no omo de ne kuredie abesum oman yi ama oman yi asesa na ayeye nyina nijie nyame enhyira ye nyina na o ma ye kwatenten a afi ebeba no yebehu sa abato no na nkunim ni ewie pe ya yasa betena ha ida onyame ase nyame enhyira ye.
Amen. Mini abema nana ya medase pa. Unfortunately, yantimi anya akoto afriye speech no. But Kennedy Japan because the show boy mo me had here. Look at that.
Showdown. Kennedy Diasa, Honorable Diasa. Honorable Diasa, Honorable Diasa. Hey, 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 hey. Kennedy Japan, the master. Kennedy Japan, master. Thank you, Mr. DJ. Thank you. Choboy. MPP will say yeah. MPP will say yeah. MPP MPP Mr. President, the First Lady, the Vice President, the Second Lady, Chief of Staff, National Chairman, Council of Elders Chairman, Election Committees Chairman, my colleagues, aspirants, all protocol observed. Indeed, it's a great day today. I believe the party has been fair and transparent. Yes! That is the only thing I've always been preaching. And I must admit, this election is fair. And my grassroots have spoken. And therefore, I accept the results in good faith.
DJ Sky.
I pledge my support
right now
that we're going to work tirelessly to break the eight. So, party members that we are here, we should put everything behind us. And let's unite this party. With unity, I believe we can break the eight. And that is all I've been preaching for. So I congratulate the Elections Committee, the Police Department, Electoral Commission, and the party members for the commitment you've shown for peace. And I want to assure you, in 2024, the showdown is being translated to NDC.
We have to come together and give NDC a showdown.
Showdown!
Serious.
So, once again, I want to say thank you to my team for working hard. My wife for the support she gave me. And the party faithfuls who believe in me and voted for me, I say a big thank you to you. And I'll never forget you. So let's come together and success will be ours. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
The showdown.
DJ,
The
we are the new
showdown.
patriotic party.
Thank you.
By Sydney, make it ready, make it ready. We are the new patriotic party by Sydney, make it ready.
Thank you very much, Honorable Kennedy Akompre.
I'm really touched. I'm really touched. Very, very touched. Mazu, Mami, congratulatory statement. And yeah, sorry.
Well, I keep on telling you about the surprises of the NPP when it comes to internal election. I am very much enthused about the acceptance speech of Kennedy. First of all, he accepted the defeat and said this is one of the fair election ever in the history of our party. Then he has called for unity. The concluding statement of Kennedy is what really motivated me. And then I should say, I am more convinced of victory than I am ever convinced. The fact of the matter is, he said the showdown will now be transferred
To NDC.
to NDC.
They should wait for it.
They should be waiting for it. What the NDC predicted about the disunity that is going to go against the party. So, if we are able to come together, if we are able to bury our differences, the people who have contested, Adainimo, Akoto, Kennedy, and now Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, they are all present here. We, the supporters. I am dumbfounded when I didn't see Mr. Jerry here. Jerry should have been here, so that we know.
He'll be here next week.
No problem. So that we know, you know, like I keep on saying, it's an internal contest, which is why I was so guided. I didn't want to use any word against any individual, any of my co-panelists, because at the end of the day, you will come back as one people. And if it becomes possible for you to be in the same train, in the same car, in the same, van to campaign for NPP, what will you say to the person? At the end of the day, we have defeated our enemies. Right. We have put the NDC into shame. We have put our detractors into shame. What I will call on up-and-coming politicians to do, judging from what I have seen, is one, do not constantly respond to you are distracted. If people are distracting you, are taking your mind away from what you are doing, just keep your eye to the ball. Which is why Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has never responded to any. He has never used any intemperament language, an inflammatory language, a language that seeks to break the unity of the party. Number two, you just have to remain very loyal and committed to whatever you are looking for. Bawumia is not even in politics. He's a humble person. This one, everybody knows about that. And what the people of Ghana are looking to select a person as a president or a presidential material for that matter. So, what that man say, fair. And when it comes to that, Bawumia has no question. No, say meka. It's one of the principles that women normally use. I have people who, female friends, who would tell me, Mazo, John Mama, I like him. Why? He's handsome. I like Jerry because he's handsome. People say it. And now, you cannot dispute about the fact that the Wale Wale boy, Latifana. Exactly. Number 2, normally what is hanging on the neck of MPP, those of us who are from the northern extraction are in this party, you are only wasting your time. Move wasting more time. There's no way MPP will give you a flag bearership. Today, it has now become what? History. What Dombo could not do, what Jatu Kalwe could not do, what Ronald Alassane could not do, what Alassane Mahaman could not do, what Aliou Maman could not do, what Tolna Yakubu could not do. Today, history has made it possible. They elected Bawumia not because he's an individual who is more intelligent than any of the aspirants. They elected him because the delegate believe that he's the person who can sell the idea, who will stand and sing the song of MPP that will inure into our benefit. We never thought this election will go incident free.
That's true.
Ken himself has attested to that fact. And every single opportunity he gets, he always keep on preaching about the fact that, you know what, if the election goes fair, I have no problem. Now, election soon, ako fair amaye. Ako fine amaye. Enti we die, asidana edima, all members of the party, the supporters of Adanimo, the supporters of Akoto, especially the supporters of Ken. Because our biggest nightmare, I don't sleep over that. Which is, I don't know whether any of you have seen last night, Bawumia was making calls. That if you didn't see that, we adopted a call center. Just like we do here, a presidential candidate calling people, asking them to vote for them. That is what I told Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Do that. What are you talking about? We meant victory.
And now we are
oh, and you say me
no, catch it, Dr. Bawumia say offer from Crawford personally himself.
First of all, what I study here is political science, government, and public policy.
Okay.
That is my area of specialization and concentration at the master's level.
Oh, okay.
So, anything that will inure into the benefit of a candidate, once he shares the opinion with you, Mazu, what do you have to say? Latif, what's your opinion on this? If even it's gimmicks, so what you know, say nye true, so why? Now, enso idea, it has worked to perfection. But we have called each people from the call center. We propose that we should have a call center where, apart from him, there are people who are making calls. There are ni telephone number. So all single individual who were delegates, we make call to them, including diasporians. That's what we did. Bawumia has changed the political dynamics of our country, whether you like it or not. The issue of going to constituency with a bus, Bawumia has never used Land Cruiser to any of the constituencies, let alone to talk of using helicopter.
Obeji salary now when he becomes a president.
He will take salary. He will take salary.
Then go the China.
Oh, Debbie. He's from a noble family. He's not from a fantabulous family, rich family. So he will take.
Hey, Mr. Ibu.
Yeah, he will take. He will take. None of the president has ever even worked without taking salary.
Second, Kaseko.
Na second, he is an established businessman.
Or a showboy.
Oh, you were a showboy and son was no doubt about that. President even in this country takes salary. And it's not even advisable when you say, oh, may the president amend the salary. He will take salary. You have 200 double cry by G. Anna.
Double cry.
Hey, Ghana say 200 double cry by G.
Send me boy.
No, send me see. And all in all, Abdul Latif, in fact, I think you use the platform to thank the people. Now, I also use the platform and I will also use the platform first of all to thank you for selling our idea, selling our political party philosophy, and all that it takes. Now, the victory has now crowned on Bawumia. the most important thing is that Mesha Obo, anytime our Obo Kroma, here would be his first point of contact.
Montio.
I'm telling you, Bawumia will be here in this studio. And when he comes, I will let you know. With that much I do, we thank every single individual who helped us in prayers, who voted for us, and even those in NDC who were wishing that Bawumia loses so that they will make it a point. We thank them because it is their criticism. I don't know Emma delegates no ajinja omo ana omo tumaye. Enti yeda obiase.
Yes, so yeda mwase. Thank you very much for coming. Naki Eresenka Dr. Bawumia Bekasa Nanka ya capture near the Abramo. Unfortunately, a time or no ekopa to see I know the MC and something nyina akọ na wie. Thanks to God, say adie no nyina. She's the president of the republic and kasa. Ma me fire honum bro quick na for you yana ya sorry so.
Members of this party that today you have shown that indeed Ghanaian democracy is safe in your hands. You have shown the commitment of our party and tradition to democratic values and conduct. Now I want to really thank you. Say me dam was papa. Say ne. Much man for Ghana for nyina sampa kana mi ke bia mamuolo MPP for etiase epa. So everything went very well today, very transparent and very, very peaceful. Unyakopon eni edanase. Second message is a very simple one. Congratulations. Congratulations, Mr. Flag Bearer, Mr. Vice President Flag Bearer. "16 years of work for the party in opposition and in government has been rewarded by the party with this leadership that has been conferred upon you. I'm confident that Mamadou Bawumia will be able to unite this party with the assistance of Kennedy Ohene Ajapong, the assistance of Owusu-Efiri Akoto, Adenimo, and all the other contestants, and provide us the strong leadership that will take on the NDC in 2024 and inflict a third successive defeat on John Dramani Mahama. Yamani Trinkwa, na mini say, obetumi akaye nyina bom, ya baba ye dombako a 2024 no, obetumi ni NDC for no, akọ akai moni ati asese osro kokoko no eba gegim. Now, the third message. Today, I am passing on the flag bearer position of our party to a new leader. I want to thank every single MPP person here. Now, for the last 16 years, 2007, 2010, 2014, 2020, you have conferred your confidence in me to lead this great party. You have honored me, an honor I can never, ever, ever forget. And have allowed me to serve the party and through the party to serve the people of Ghana. I've done my best, but I still have one more task to do. And that is, with all my strength, all my energy, to help the new flag bearer, to help Mahamudu Bawumia win the election of 2024. Ghana cannot afford the return of the NDC, especially under the leadership of John Dramani Mahama. So let's all pull together. We have to go and campaign hard and easy. Election here by any easy my head. Nanso, the war resistable cassia. Se bako ye wo ye mu. Na kukudrone hiano so ye mua. Unyakupon be pay kwaya maye. Emen kunimdie so abayafa on 27th January, 7th December 2024. Timi bae masem kakra basem baba damo sepa. Enu nyam kasia mo 16 years ni and therefore na minim say odo a mo yi a kire me no musumo hu say mesu me domo pa yeah me dama say so enti me baba frɛ national chairman and a new flag bearer, my vice president, Kwame Brana Yenye Amanielo Owe. So, it is my great privilege to hand over the flag of the new Patriotic Party to you, Mahamudu Bawumia. There you are.
Everybody all hands up! Raise your hands up! Raise your hands up! Raise your hands up! That's right! Happy Piosa! Yeah! 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 Happy Piosa! Yeah! 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 Happy Pio! Yeah! Happy Pio! Yeah! Please, Obianso on the phone light. Obianso on the phone light. Obianso on the phone light. Boya! Boya!
Now we will hear from His Excellency, the Vice President, a newly elected presidential candidate.
It's possible.
New Patriotic Party.
It's
His
possible.
Excellency, the Vice President.
It's possible.
Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia.
Thank you very much. Kukurudu.
See.
Kukurudu. Kukurudu. Your Excellency, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic. Your Excellency, the former President, J. Kufuor, who I know is watching from home. Our National Chairman, Stephen Intim, the General Secretary, Lawyer Justin Kodia, the Chairman of the Council of Elders, Honorable Hakman Oswajiman, the National Council members of the National Executive Committee, Chairman and members of the Presidential Elections Committee, Ministers of State, Members of Parliament, Constituency Chairman and Executives, Electoral Area Coordinators, and Polling Station Executives, members of our great party, our friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. Moments ago, the Electoral Commission of Ghana declared the outcome of the 2023 MPP presidential primary. From the certified result, I was pronounced the winner with 61% of the valid votes cast. I therefore stand here with profound gratitude and humility, having received the greatest honor of my life. The victory is not mine, but ours. From Bogoso to Bolgatanga, from Axim to Zarantinga, as the party has united and chosen a path to walk in unison. As a wise man once said, a leader without any followers is just a man going for a walk. And I can proudly say that I feel the support from each and every one of our members today, as the poll results show that these are the highest percentage numbers for any first-time presidential candidate in the history of our party. We said it was possible. I thank the Almighty God for making this victory possible and for his unending blessings on me, the MPP, and Ghana. It is a victory for the rank and file of our great party, particularly to you, our hard-working grassroots members at the constituency, electoral area, and polling station levels. You enthusiastically came out in your numbers when I visited you throughout the country, and you rallied support for me amongst yourselves at your respective electoral areas. I am immensely grateful to you. The significance of this victory is not lost on me. I am humbled and overwhelmed. I attended Sakasaka Primary School in Tamale, Tamale Secondary School, Buckingham University in the UK, Oxford University, and Simon Fraser University in Canada. However, it has not been an easy journey. My work experience includes a stint as a farm by day worker with my good friend Dr. Abbas Awolu, who is now in the civil service, during holidays in my secondary school days, to driving a mini cab, which is a taxi in London, and cleaning dormitories in Canada with friends like Richard Opong, who is in Vancouver, as I studied for my PhD to make ends meet. God has brought me this far. I have always worked very hard as a student, a lecturer, a deputy governor, a running mate, and a vice president. And on this historic day, I have been elected as presidential candidate and leader of the great new patriotic party. This is just surreal. I thank God for how far he has brought me. I've always believed that with hard work, honesty, discipline, and faith in God, one can fulfill one's potential. It is possible. I congratulate the Electoral Commission of Ghana and the Presidential Election Committee of the MPP, chaired by the Venerable Professor Mike Eronokwe, for an excellent job done. I also thank and congratulate the security services for an excellent job as well. I also congratulate my fellow aspirants for participating in the process and deepening the democratic credentials of the MPP. Their energies, time, engagements, and resources have contributed to energizing the base of the party and has prepared us all for the crucial battle of 2024. Now let us join together. I am determined to work with all of them and all our supporters to achieve the party's ambition of breaking the 8. That ambition requires the participation of all the aspirants, including my good friend, Honorable Kennedy Ohene Ejepong, who really wanted to give me a showdown today. Well done. Dr. Akoto Afriye Planting, as I call him, Boachi Ajako, Kobna J. Ajapong, Honorable Joe Ganti, Dr. Kofi Konedu Apreko, Adai Nimo, and Kojo Poku. There are those who would say that we are divided as a party, but I am here to tell them that it couldn't be less true. The MPP is a thriving democracy where leaders are elected, not anointed. And I salute my fellow competitors in this race for partaking in this crucial process. While our plans may differ at times, our visions are aligned. We share a passion for Ghana and a firm conviction that the MPP is the only party that can transform Ghana. The New Patriotic Party will enter 2024 united and energized. We are ready to make a strong and convincing case for another term in office with a fresh mandate and a new leader. Ladies and gentlemen, the journey towards today has been exciting and at the same time fraught with challenges. I remember the auspicious day on the 14th of August 2008 when, through the visionary leadership of candidate Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, as he was then, and the MPP, I was outdoored onto the uncertain political terrain of our nation. I owe endless gratitude to President Akufo-Addo for his decision in 2008 and his undying confidence in me in the periods 2012, 2016, and 2020. That singular, consistent decision has birthed this historic moment we are witnessing tonight. I thank you, Mr. President, for believing in me. When I left Takoradi in 2008, that fateful day, after my outdooring as running mate, to commence my journey in politics, I had the difficult task of convincing a large part of our country to accept the inclusive and truly national character of the New Patriotic Party. I faced challenges in communities that accepted the decades of propaganda that the MPP was unwelcoming to them. I persevered. I kept going back to those communities, election after election, and with the same message that the MPP is inclusive and ready to work with every Ghanaian, irrespective of tribe or religion. By election 2020, we made significant inroads into the north, taking the majority of seats. Actually, we have equal seats in the old northern region. We also saw increased support throughout the Zongos in the country. In the Volta region, we continued to grow our numbers. It has been a remarkable but difficult journey of preaching the inclusive nature of the New Patriotic Party to those who have always viewed our great party with suspicion. The doubt regarding the inclusive character of the MPP dominated the discussion when I took the bold decision on 16th of June this year to file my nomination papers at the MPP headquarters to contest to be elected as the presidential candidate of the party. Some analysts were skeptical about my chances, and others confidently dismissed the possibility of the MPP electing a candidate from the northern part of the country. They clearly misconstrued the party's conservatism to mean tribalism or regionalism. I was certain that they misunderstood this great party and its values, because I knew our values of rewarding hard work and dedication would triumph. I knew it was possible. Today's clear decision by over 200,000 delegates of the MPP, the grassroots of the party, reaffirms my knowledge and belief that the MPP is truly an inclusive national party. For a boy born in the heartland of Tamale with a hometown in Walewale to be elected as a presidential candidate of Ghana's largest political party speaks to the character of the party. The MPP is a party that is all-embracing, a party that rewards hard work, loyalty, and commitment to its values. The delegates, by today's decision, have resoundingly dismissed any doubt that the MPP is not inclusive and does not reward hard work. From virtually every constituent.
Abuja voya da mo ase dwumade no ye de ba be si ha no nte kasa no awa nyehwe Elizabeth Gazy medase Nadia Hodges medamo ase mo amohwe mo amuti mo amo support nyina all the way from I've been here in Asia, Bahrain, Ambassador Daniels, me church up, medasi bebre. Sa so na Elizabeth Gazy from UK, and so washe nyame insure pa agosia anywhere medasi bebre for your support. Nadia Hodges, me so medasi Mamuti and the president amoshe na ike Mary Phoebe munyina nyame insure na adwo atwema mansa Mike Amponsa munyina nyame insure mapa yade dwuma de ni besia ye besa to aso tinase na twen nyame asem eba won chen and greatest papa is coming your way with a very powerful word of God. Stay tuned, don't flip it. Your papa is here.
The MPP, that in the MPP it is possible to rise to the top. I invite you to join us in this journey of possibilities. The MPP has a place for you. To the people of the Volta and OT regions who may have long doubted if you will